which is a good 50% of them who only come when Barney's here.
Alright, so I have turned on my stream, and I'm just saying this because I'm about to give the whole spiel when I turn on the stream. So I am back. We'll just say either, or 8 or whatever the fuck. It is July 3rd still, 10:51 p.m. It is almost Freedom Day. Fuck yeah, America. There should be some special stream day for
now.
me. Uh-oh. But yeah, so that is that. I just played a game with Fate King Raven. It was the first game I played upon getting back. And I wish I could have streamed this game. Obviously, I could have streamed this game. But I almost wish I did because it demonstrated certain things. And there was lots of real talk because Fate King Raven has like 10 viewers, despite having a pretty good stream. So I felt at liberty to talk about whatever the fuck I wanted to talk about. But this was a good game because it demonstrated a lot of things. Like, the Void was 6-0. But because he was bad at farming, it didn't fucking matter. I was 0-0. But because I didn't die a lot, or at all really, I was better at not dying than anyone else. 2 of my 4 deaths are from pool dives. And because I can farm at 850 gold per minute, like, you could say that's inflated by huts, and it is, but at the same time, the experience per minute is inflated because of kills. So, I mean, call the gold per minute inflated, but the fact that the experience per minute is close to it means it's not that inflated. But this game does demonstrate a lot of points in terms of, like, how to maximize your winning potential in pubs. Because if you do certain things, you'll win games that you shouldn't win. If the Luna this game was some scrub 200 gold per minute Luna, or if it was like the same player that was behind the Morphling, you can queue us up again. But if it was the same person who was behind the Morphling, or the Void that game, then they would have lost. I mean, it's like, I usually am pretty hard on myself about last hitting. That game I played pretty immaculately, to be completely honest. I can be pretty honest when I play poorly, but that game I played almost immaculately. I missed 2 potential last hits, so I was sitting on top of like 70 at 10 or something ridiculous. And yeah, it allowed me to snowball pretty hard. But I want to take this whole video games shit more seriously, although that can be hard to do it sometimes. I'm going to get myself a drink. You can feel free to fill up the party, but I'd rather discuss the people first. We can start by adding Doibs, but...
Right.
Doibs is reliable, and in the end he is actually a good player.
If he doesn't troll.
We should get Anxiety on, because Anxiety is also pretty good, aside from being opinionated and forthcoming. I enjoy playing with him. Can you suggest an invite? Here, I'll be right back.
I don't know who Anxiety is.
It doesn't matter, he's good. I'm gonna get a drink.
But I don't know. I'm freezing up in front of Barney's 2 viewers. I have 10. He has 2. What? Yeah, I'm big. Right, Anxiety. I don't have you on Steam, so maybe you're on his friends list. He didn't suggest the invite, so I'm just gonna have to sit here awkwardly until...
Alright, I'm back, dude. Sorry about that.
You didn't suggest the invite.
Oh, really? Hold on, give me a sec. Hold on, I'm adjusting my headphones really quick. I might have to piss out the window pretty quick. But I actually do enjoy playing with NX. I can respect him more than a lot of viewers because of his personality, but at the same time, he is a good player. That's someone who, like, you know that he probably played video games seriously at one point because he's not a fucking scrub. I'm not trying to claim he's the most sound mechanically of all of my viewers, but I can tell that guy at the end is good at video games. But let's see if there's anyone else who's on. I'm going to switch accounts just so I can see who is on and who is not, and then we will go from there. I don't think I'll play on the main account because I tend to get a lot of messages from fucking retards who basically, it's almost borderline harassment. I really don't give a shit about, like, if I'm going to stream, I'll probably just stream. I hate it when I get messages that are like, Barney, why aren't you streaming? Like, because it's almost rhetorical, because answering a question like that is fucking stupid. Because when you think about it, like, there could be a million reasons that I'm not streaming or that I don't want to stream. So it's like you don't ask a question like that expecting a serious answer. It's weird. Alright, let's see.
I'll add Doibs to the call.
There aren't a whole lot of people that I trust explicitly. We could always pull random viewers, but to be completely honest, random viewers tend to be a shitload worse than random pubs, to the point where viewer stacks are almost always disadvantaged compared to pub stacks, unless the person leading them is good. And if there's one thing that I am, it is a shitty leader.
Doibs wants to be moderator, so you should mod him.
Doibs can suck my dick.
I couldn't find it even if I tried, motherfucker.
Oh, hilarious.
Ouch.
Alright,
Your
Doys.
name's Ian.
This next
That's
game,
not even. I
this
don't
next
even
game,
know.
dude, you will not fuck around, and we will play some serious Dota. I'm gonna be completely fair. There is absolutely zero reason to ever lose in one of these games because we are
I'm gonna be
stacked,
completely fair.
and I know that I
and
am
I'm
not a
going to
bad
say
player.
that I'm not gonna do that.
Fuck you, faggot. Because I am not a shitty player, and this is essentially a stack if we have 5 people. So losing to a pub means that there must be some kind of problem somewhere. One thing that I like to do that I don't spend enough time doing because I stream is watching all of my replays. I used to watch every single one of my fucking replays and just pick at my own play. Because it's pointless to pick at the people that you're playing with's play because they're always going to be playing like such shit that it's almost...
Wait, do you want Damned in the party? The Nazi Fox.
Still miss the solo Barney commentary instead of Skype all the time? That's actually a very good point, Rollercade. And at times, I actually just don't like being in Skype. Because when I'm in Skype, I'm talking with other people, basically. Whereas when I'm not in Skype, I'm basically just addressing the stream. But at the same time, sometimes if I'm in Skype, I like to just do what I'm doing now, where I go on somewhat of a monologue. But I'll probably end up doing that.
Barney, you do it. You do it all the time.
I do it all the fucking time, and I will probably continue to do it because that's
You
how
dominate conversation.
Leave one spot open for NX to see if he'll eventually play. I enjoy playing with him, so he has to sit out one game, so just queue us up.
He is also shitty about checking Skype VGFX.
You talk a lot.
Yeah, I'm awful about
I
checking
guess
Skype
that's
spam
a lot.
messages.
I'd appreciate it if you did it less. You know
Hey,
what I
Zod.
mean?
It took me 2 hours to clear the ban list after you banned everyone. Fuck you, faggot. Jesus Christ. I said I'd give you your mod back, but I was full of shit. You'll never get your mod back. That took me 2 fucking hours. 2 fucking hours to clear the ban list. Every single one of them was banned by you.
If you were Asian, you could have made a script to do it, man.
If you weren't a total bro at one point, Zod, I would have banned you from the chat. But at the same time, it seems kind of pointless to clear the ban list every fucking day and then have just one name on there. Besides, I'm not spiteful like that. You can clear all bans at once. Zod, I am a fucking retard and don't know how to do that. You should let me know how, and then I'll remod you.
Google. That's all you need to know.
If it was
If you have
possible
a
to clear all the
question,
bans
anything, just Google it.
if it was possible to clear all the bans at once, that would probably save me a shitload of time.
It is possible because he said it so.
/ unban all.
Let's see. I'm pretty sure that would just be
Cool.
specifying to unban someone named all. Remove the mods, in my opinion. You know, that's actually a good point, but at the same time, AX, there are people that would get pretty butthurt if they lost their mod status. One day, though, I know for a fact that I'm going to be completely forced in regards to removing the ban list. I claim that I can see all of the moderators' actions, or some of them, but at the same time, I don't make any mistake. Like, I can't see when the chat gets cleared. I figured that one out. So, like, at some point, someone will troll the chat with their mod status, and then I'll have to make up mods. You know, that's actually a valid point, too. But honestly, I think that a lot of people come into the stream chat, and then they see that everyone's a mod, and then it makes them wary. Like, they don't want to say certain things because everyone's a mod, and in the majority of streams where everyone's a mod, it's just a massive circle jerk. And while my stream may be a massive circle jerk, it is a massive circle jerk where people don't really get banned. I think that people would care. I should just unmod everyone.
Unmod everyone except the ones you trust. So not doips. Mad types.
Why do you trust no one?
And spam 8 with all of my power. That's good.
Jesus Christ, you fucking retard. Is your keyboard on top of your fucking mouse? Or your mic?
I have Cherry MX black switches.
I don't care, motherfucker. I have black switches too, but I don't fucking hold that shit up to the mic like this and just fucking do this shit.
You want to pick?
It's fucking annoying. It's annoying for
my
everyone.
naked body, and you can assess where my keyboard is and where my headset is, because I can assure you that my keyboard is on my desk and my headset is on my head.
My black switches don't sound like that.
Not only is my headset on my head, my microphone is pointed up to the sky, so there is absolutely no way I can stop the amount of typing I'm doing.
I'm sorry.
God, it hurts my ears.
Is it really that loud?
No, you bitches just don't understand. No.
I have a keyboard-mounted microphone.
Black still makes much sound unless you bottom out, and that's typing wrong.
You know, I
Yeah.
always when I type, I don't bottom out the blacks, but when I'm
Hey, fuck you. Who says bottoming out is wrong? I put. How can you tell me that I'm typing wrong? I don't. I am a god when it comes to typing. I am Asian tier typer. You don't even understand. I won awards at this shit in grade 4. I'm a god. I type like 9,000 words a minute.
So VGFX, are you working on the pictures you said
you're
you were
fucking
going to?
dick. VGFX makes amazing images on his own
I'm,
time. Motherfucker,
No,
you
I'm
can
asking-
get to it when he gets to it.
I'm asking if he's working on it. I'm excited. That's all.
You're pressuring him, you fucking piece of shit.
Excited.
I always bottom out when I play games because one of the reasons that I like black switches is the consistency. Why can't I hear Barney's stream echo? Probably because there's some fucking idiot that doesn't have headphones in. No respect. No wonder Barney sounds exactly like Blitz except meaner. That's probably valid. At the same time, it can get annoying to always be compared to other people. Like, I mean, I'm sure that's something that a lot of people in a lot of different things or industries or whatever have to feel like.
I wonder who gets compared to someone all
Well, I'll
the
always
time.
get compared to Blitz and Destiny because Blitz and Destiny's stream are more popular than my own. And in the end, that's something that it actually, come to think of it, it doesn't really bother me that much. It's just fucking... You know what? It kind of does, actually. I don't even know. I really don't know how to feel about that. But it'll always happen, so I probably shouldn't be that bothered by it. Jesus. I don't know what to feel.
I'm in your shadow, and I probably will
Shows you're
be.
dominating over him. You basically have the same audience? I definitely have the same audience. I mean, that's for sure. Dude, seriously, shut the fuck up.
I'm
Just like-
typing. I am literally typing right now. What? How can I not? Like, I don't understand. What do you want from me here?
No more typing.
I have to type. Nothing's gonna change. I'm going mid.
With who?
I fucking know. Whoever I randomed.
Oh,
I'm gonna
thank
side
you.
lane because that's the only role that I really play.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. I never.
I wish I could play Lion, but for some reason I just suck
Let's
with
just do
that
the
hero.
same lane
so
again, like literally the same lane, because it worked extremely well last time. If I get quoted this game, I'm gonna fucking murder someone. Okay, I'll look into Nightbot Zzod. I will.
I would invite Dam to the call, but I get nasty feedback whenever he's in a call.
Nidhill, I'm always inherently cautious around Radiance heroes. I'm pretty fucking good at farming. I'm gonna be honest.
10
I'm usually
seconds remaining.
inclined to be more modest, but I'm very, very good at farming, and my mechanics for
5
last hitting are
seconds
very good
remaining.
as well. But heroes that have that require radiances are almost always heroes that are not inherently good at farming. That's one of the reasons they get the radiance. That they're not good farmers, and the radiance is one of the best farming items. But at the same time, heroes like that can be annoying because they're inconsistent. Well, they're not really inconsistent, so to say, but they're more reliant on their team. For instance, on a hero like Spectre, you rely very heavily on your team to apply pressure when the enemy supports pressure you. If you don't do that, you don't really get a disaster of a game, but you get a game exactly like the Spectre games that I played earlier, where frankly the supports had no fucking idea what they were doing in regards to movement on the map. So, like, I as much as I like to play Radiance heroes, I'd always rather pick a hero who's an extremely consistent farmer like Annie, Major, Morphling. I like Morphling as a hero, but to be completely honest, and to be brutally fucking honest, I can say this when I don't have a shit ton of viewers, because no one will, like, I won't have to justify it as heavily, because most of the people listening now are probably the people
You've had
like
a
the
dose
streamers.
of the honesty from streaming with me.
Yeah, this is honesty hour. I pick Morphling because he's like an Anti-Mage. Just he's more consistent early on. He carries just as hard, in my opinion, and he farms just as hard, in my opinion. That's my opinion. But I pick him because he's like ranged Anti-Mage light. So I can have a shitty piece of trash that I'm laning with, which is usually the case. I'm usually laning with very, very bad players, against very bad players. And
Unless you're playing with me.
unless I'm playing with someone that I know. If it's a random viewer, I'm usually fucked. But a hero like Morphling can consistently do well in those lanes. Honestly, our best hour, I agree.
Heavy commentary and real talk.
Yeah, I am really good at farming. I always hold myself to a very high standard, and I feel like to some degree that might make people think I'm not very good at farming. Because it's, like, how many people play like Luna and they're like, I'm sitting at 65 last hits 10 minutes in, I've failed. Like, probably not very many people. But Luna has such a high base damage and is so easy to last hit on that if you're missing like any last hits, you're making a mistake. And I don't make fucking mistakes very often. What the fuck?
What?
No, this guy's just gonna straight up troll the game. Daryl tries to hold down for 30 minutes with fight on even stand human minutes.
No, here's what he's gonna do. He's
Last
gonna
game I
attack the
played by
creeps.
30 minutes, I had Butterfly, Heart, Treads, Helm of the Dominator, Midas, and Manta last time I played Luna, so...
Watch over me, goddess.
I like Luna more than I wanted to admit earlier. I never liked Moon Queen as much. I didn't think I would like Luna. I love Luna, actually, just because she's the ranged hero that farms well. Also, she's the new hero, so people will tolerate me playing her, even if she's a boring hero to watch. Because at the end of
Sounds
the
like
day...
a crappy sitcom.
Well, at the end of the day, the heroes that I like to watch, or like to play, are not heroes that are fun to watch. If I could play Animage every single game, I probably would. But the fact of the matter is that Animage is horribly boring to watch. Actually, he's really not that boring to watch, but he has a stereotype of being boring to watch, and people aren't... They don't usually form their opinions very well. So if I'm farming all day on a Luna, people will you have to harass away the Venometer when he gets close, but if you get Gilled, you're dead, so please don't fuck up. Like, now you're fucking up. It's very, very bad positioning. You take more damage than you have to.
Let's go.
Gotta call it. But, like, kiting that in the tower will cost me that creep hit. And I care about my fucking creep hits. So if you take a shitload of damage and then miss me a creep hit, then you're making huge...
Yeah.
It's fine, though. Just don't get caught out. Bear in mind, this guy took Poison Sting at level 1, so trading hits with him is going to be difficult unless you have...
Yeah. I'm gonna have to get regen.
CM is missing. We're trying to pull or something, I don't know.
One thing I always try to do is I always try to compare my play against perfection, which sounds really stuck up, but you can kind of see what I mean, right? Like, I don't want to compare myself to the shit pubs that I'm playing with or against. I want to compare myself to what I think my farm should be. Sometimes, I always try to say you should get, like, Flawless Farm. Sometimes you really can't. Like, if you're a Spectre and you're against, like, a Crystal Maiden Lion, you're not going to get Flawless Farm. In this lane, I know that my support is going to get out-laned, probably, because the enemy support is a stronger laner and can be pretty punishing. So, like, I realistically am not going to be able to get all of the farm that I would like in this lane.
Let's go.
But we'll see how it plays out.
The night sees all.
He didn't go Gale. Still.
On the prowl.
Does he have a thing? Yeah, he has a thing. See, this Ursa should be able to outlast hit me because he has a Clawing Blade, but he won't because he's a bad player.
Fine.
So if I was comparing, like if I were playing a higher level game, I could expect certain things of this Ursa, but because I'm not and this Ursa is a bad player,
This will hurt.
realistically I know that I should still be able to get a lot of CS against him. How the fuck does anyone ever translate that? That's like, you're not the first
This
person
CM
who's
up
pointed
here
out
is
that
being
says
really
Captain America annex. Holy
passive.
shit.
He doesn't even come into the lane.
Alright, I'm just gonna go another Midas game because I'm gonna get practically free farm despite it being a kind of hard lane.
Heads up.
See, right now what you're doing is really good, though, because if you harass away the Ursa, then it forces Venomancer to be the only factor in regards to zoning, so that's exactly what you need to do. Is this Prophet
guy.
seriously just trolling?
I don't think so.
We might be able to punish them if they go to.
As Lich, always deny the ranged creep because it takes the teeth out of the lane and it gradually moves it back.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of people will deny the melee creep because it gives more mana, but the mana that it gives you is somewhat subtle, whereas the lane control you get from denying the range. I wouldn't say you would always want to deny the range, but it's generally what you want to prioritize. This guy's doing the fucking retard pull, isn't he? I hate when people do that because it feels like it's taking the good lane and then it's throwing me under the bus. Like, this guy is basically sabotaging me because in a lane like this, I'm guaranteed to miss 2 CS when he does that. Because I can't tank 4 creeps, and
then it's gonna push the lane way far forward.
Yeah, which means that when it gets under their tower, especially since it's Venomancer who punishes
and all of
positioning
that
on the
subtle
defense.
pushing I did is for nothing.
Yeah, everything that you've done now is wasted because of this guy.
She countered the pull.
It's almost a joke when people do that. It actually makes me physically angry. It's funny too because he's the one pub, and everyone else is like someone that I know vaguely, at
The
least.
night sees all.
Nuke him! Oh, you don't have it.
I don't have nuke. And we should get back.
Yeah,
'cause
this guy's out of
scary.
position. Don't worry. He won't kill me. He won't kill me. I run fast. He might.
I have nuke. I have nuke. I have nuke. You're fine.
Man, but that's scary though because it does show that they can do that. Like they are really strong.
If he had Gale, we would have been dead.
He had a thing, but he didn't get aggressive because he was low and he's a bad player. But one of us probably should have died there, to be honest.
Yeah. We got lucky because they're bad.
Yeah, I guess.
Blessings upon a loyal
CM is still missing. I don't know what the fuck she's doing.
walking.
It looks like Veno's gone.
Say it, Mike.
Let's go.
Yeah,
My
that's better.
mic doesn't work over Dota 2 for some
Hacking is-
reason.
Oh my god, you're first blooded! I can't save you.
It's fine. Oh, yeah, you're fine.
I can't save you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I don't like typing. I mean, there's obviously more to that than typing, but I'm sure that had a factor in it. If you stop to type and then you die.
Yeah.
I would never type it. I would just voice
My
yourself.
mic doesn't work for some reason whenever I'm
Oh
streaming.
my god, my USB mic cuts out too. It's so fucking annoying. Fucking
Yeah,
awesome.
that's what happens to me. I have a USB mic.
Yeah, USB mics have really poor support in Dota 2. It's pathetic how they do it. Do you have like that $5 you know the one with the
No,
square
no,
base
I have
Logitech?
this random one that my dad uses for work, and then I stole it.
I'd recommend a Logitech USB mic. It's like my microphone quality is really high, and I use this like pretty cheap Logitech mic. It does everything I need.
Yes.
Oh my god, I'm such a sellout. I'm plugging products now on the internet.
Yes.
Plugging me, plugging products. Today is just full of plugs.
How much sooner people from Battlefield and
Quickly
general
now.
RPG against the anime is going to watch? Okay, that's valid. Sorry I wasn't paying much attention to chat this game. Like, this game I'm concentrating too much on the game, especially considering how easy this actually is.
The hunt.
People don't want to watch people farming, but in the end, Dota is really a game that's just all about farming, so it's
Poor
kind of...
wee thing.
Unless you're playing Huskar.
Come,
suppose.
Nova.
Oh my god,
I
he's
play
still
it very
doing the retard pull.
By
This isn't
style.
as bad because the lane's all the way pushed out. And there might be enough time
It's still
for the...
just as bad. This is
Yeah.
actually one of the worst times he can do it, to be completely honest. Because it punishes
Why
me
is that?
It punishes
I
me
don't
just
know.
as badly, because now my entire creep wave is getting wiped.
Far
Like,
the night.
up there, and now it's going to come back in the creep wave. See, now it's going to get stacked up against a fresh
We
enemy
ride.
creep wave that's getting blown up. So I'm going to have literally 2 creep waves against a clear enemy one.
Good plan.
But it's fine. I mean, I have a Midas, like,
Yes.
6 minutes in, so... Pretty well-timed Midas.
Let's go.
Like I was saying on your stream earlier, people overestimate
Night
how
sees all.
time-dependent Midas is.
They will
Like, a lot of people are like, oh, you don't get your Midas by
find
XXX, your game is done. That's bullshit. Midas is just an item that makes you farm faster. You don't. It doesn't have to pay itself off like a lot of people think in the same regard. I know that's something that can be taken out of context and make me sound really dumb, but I mean,
Yeah.
people really, really overrate how time pertinent Midas is. Like I
yes,
could
he's-
get a Midas like 9 minutes in, and if
Is that
the
it?
game is a good game
Let's
for
go.
it, it would still be good. Look at this. See, I missed fucking 5 last hits because the stupid faggot wants to do a bad pull.
For Dark Moon.
Then I miss one that I don't have to miss because I'm shit. But
Alright, and that's like why you should nuke right when they kill the last enemy creep and your wave is right there and they're right there. If I had a stun, we probably would have been able to kill, but since I'm Lich, the slow and the nuke was just enough to threaten him
yeah, we still random.
and got him down to half.
I'm gonna start commercialing between games because I want my fucking
Yes.
quality options back. I was thinking about it before. At its core, I don't like to run commercials because it definitely reduces the overall quality of this stream. Like, every single time you're running commercials, you're cutting content to do so, which sucks. But at the same time, like, only having, like, 2 quality options, like TI-81 tier 360p and 1080p sucks just as bad. Like, that cuts the quality of the stream down, too.
Stalking.
I can afford
So
to do
it's
that.
at this point where I'm level like 4, I can
Hunt.
really start to establish lane control.
Yeah.
As long as I don't go too far forward or, too far out of position, I'm
Has CM
fine.
been like roaming on
Did they just
people, or
counter
is she,
ward?
like jungling
No, I don't
or
think
some
so.
stupid shit?
He's
She's
doing
not
nothing.
pulling.
Into battle.
Med is
Uh-oh,
not-
that's an Ursa that's really aggressively positioned. Oh, yeah, we can kill!
Oh god,
Uh,
no Night Stalker. I'll stand here and be all
I'm
like
dead. There's no way I'm gonna walk away from this.
TP in, Furion.
I'm dead. It doesn't matter.
You honor me.
Oh god, fucking kill me.
And the sad thing is, as soon as you turn on our stream, we have a bad game. Look what he's
Weaver's mid.
We need a ward though, because if I, like...
look at that.
And you know how greedy I am. I'll die to get farm. But not having a ward against Night Stalker at the nighttime is a joke.
Yeah, I couldn't get out there because they were. No, that's
I'm
what I
about
was
to like
doing.
TP back to bottom, and I can't actually farm bottom either. And this Nature's Prophet is a scrub
When,
who has nothing.
when I went, yeah, he's going up on the cliffs so that he can farm the camps.
Stalking.
Yeah, this Nature's Prophet is disgustingly bad, and we can't rely on him, so we have to keep that in mind. I don't say
What
that to be
is-
insulting, but I mean, you need to realize that as well as I do.
Yeah. He's gonna get killed right here. Oh no, yeah, he's dead.
That was a really
Yes.
good sprout. I like the part where you trap yourself between the ward and the hero. What a fucking retard. He didn't have to die there. All he had to do was get a sprout, and he sprouted between a ward, effectively trapping himself and guaranteeing his death in an instance where he was just probably going
It's
to die.
missing. Okay.
What is he? 0-2? 0-2.
Quickly now.
That's great. Oh, and they have they're countering.
Yes.
Great. So I'm gonna counter
When I get a
theirs.
Helm of
I
the
need
Dominator,
another-
my farm is going to explode, but until then, I'm really, really in a bad spot, so you need to get wards out either here
Yeah,
or here.
yeah,
If you can't get one here...
I just
no,
tried
no.
one
Okay,
here.
okay, if you can't get one here, okay, here's a bad ward anyways, because if I see a Night Stalker when he's there, I'm already fucking dead if I'm past this line.
NS is going bottom, has rune.
Who? Who?
Ursa.
NS.
Or
NS.
NSS.
Win!
Oh,
Win!
no.
Win! Win! When did he leave? When did he fucking leave?
Like 2 seconds ago, he has rune.
Okay.
He's coming.
Plan.
Okay. See, now I can't farm
can't-
the lane, which is the last
I
position
can't
I want
contest
to be
with
in.
runes.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
hide it here because
Jesus.
Night Stalker's scary.
Weakling.
Okay. But yeah, if he goes missing, I don't say it to be a dick. It's just really, really pertinent. Because if he left at like 9:50, then I'm dead.
Yes.
Like,
Oh, he left at 10.
yeah, I know. It's just, yeah, I'm not trying to be a dick.
With pleasure.
Although I am
Scary.
being a dick, I don't lie
That's
about
not the goal.
For Night Silver.
I'm afraid to.
it. Yeah, I'm dead, see? This is why we need vision. This is gonna happen more than once too, dude. I'm gonna keep on dying because you can't get a ward out. That's on you.
Abs Nova.
Damn it! I nearly denied, but you started to run away. I could have denied you.
Please get a fucking ward. I swear I'll buy it myself if you don't get a ward.
No, I've just got. I need.
You need to place it. Because I
Yeah,
realized
I
there was
know.
a guy down there. But, like, I realized there was a Night Stalker there. And
What?
ultimately, it's my fault that I died, but it's
alright,
still
so-
your fault because I can't farm. I know that sounds like
Yeah.
a dick thing to say, but
I know,
that's
I
how
know.
I feel.
I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah. Because I either have to make the choice, because he left at like 10, and I died at 11:10. So I either have to make the decision between not farming for way too long, or farming and
yeah.
risking dying. And I'm gonna choose farming and risking dying, because at least like the risk versus rewards is in my favor that way.
Let's go.
Whereas just not farming means that I lose no matter what. Because he could grab
There
an
you
invis rune and go to gank top, and that means that he's effectively denied
The
farm for
night
both top and my lane.
sees all.
Like now I have to itemize
What
in a
the
way that I
hell?
don't want to, because
How are
we
they-
have no lane control.
We
Jesus.
ride.
I put an
Your
invis
TP
ward
would've
because I
done
was
that
so
thing.
sure they were countering.
If he caught the
and then
Ursa in the sprout before,
By
I think it would have.
starlight.
I think it would have. He would have lived.
we killed Ursa.
No, I mean the Furon when he
On the prowl.
killed himself. Like I think if he would have
Do
caught
you guys
Ursa,
want me to like come and gank bottom or something?
you need to do something because right now it's 10 minutes in and you're basically sitting at a tower. So at least moving around the map and establishing map control in some way would make yourself more useful than now where you're effectively useless. It sounds
Well,
pretty
I got 15
rough,
to
but that
9,
is.
so not
Yeah.
being, like,
It's better to be
completely
rough
useless.
than for us to be living in like
The
sunshine
night
and daisies
sees
with
all.
Yeah.
getting fucked.
I'm coming bottom, I have. If you
A
can go
ward
now.
here, dude, is really important too because imagine if Night Stalker TPs now, then you wouldn't know.
A lane ward.
People don't value lane wards in pubs, but they are very, very valuable at all levels of play.
Insignificant.
I want to send more money than you farm.
Good plan.
Well,
Oh god.
ultimately, we still random. Like that is how it'll always play out in terms of support, and it's the same way in League of Legends. As much as people don't want to deny it, I follow League of Legends enough.
Oh
to
god.
know.
Okay,
Oh.
it doesn't last that long.
Support as a concept in League of Legends is ultimately the same. Like, look at how inefficiently I've been farming for the last 2 or 3 minutes because we have no map control. It's pretty.
Well,
sad.
now we've got better vision.
Yeah. Well, now we have.
Thanks
adequate
for
vision.
the south.
Instead of placing it here, though, I would recommend placing it closer to here because it just gives
Why?
more vision overall. That's just where the ward is placed.
Oh. I
This
didn't know that.
fucking retard is taxing me.
Quickly now.
Alright, I'm gonna go
And
farm
it's
the
not
lane
new
now.
meta, so it's not okay.
Don't push it out.
Let's go.
Your top tower is under attack.
Let's go.
But during the day, no, you're right. That was just Dazzle.
He still has his ult, so he still gets 1 kill. It's important to remember that. At least a good Night Stalker, he'll find a kill somewhere during this day. One thing I hate about Furions is that they don't understand that he doesn't understand that he can farm the Ancients right now. So he's basically he's not maximizing the amount of farm available on the map. Instead, he's denying me potential farm, which is annoying as fuck.
Come, Nova.
Holy shit, that guy. I gotta give this guy credit though. He's actually viraling his own stream as
You
opposed to
won't
having someone else
escape.
viral it for him. Don't worry though. Chronothone.
Slice.
But why am I modded? I don't know. Everyone is modded anyways. Don't ask questions.
The moon waxes, and my
In fact,
moon
I think a better
wanes.
question would be if someone were to ask why they didn't have
For the
mod.
night.
Like literally everyone in the stream is modded. It means absolutely nothing.
For
My
dark
prerogative
moon.
is kind of that it's either that everyone's modded or that no one is. So
Absolutely.
You go bottom, we can kill from here.
They're just, you know, sitting right here.
Yeah, if Luna comes.
Okay, I don't see me
I-
outside.
Yes.
Well, I can go bot, but you need to be there. And
I'm
there's
coming,
a
I'm
Night
coming.
Sucker en route. Okay,
Come.
go.
I slowed him.
Oh, hi, it's Ursa.
Oh, hi, he's dead.
Alright, we got the kills.
For Salamene.
Dire structures are
Who
fortified.
dares?
Do you have a salve?
Nothing.
Alright, that's fine. I'll just have to keep that in mind. That's in terms of like how I farm.
The sky alight.
Because that means
Oh
that
shit, we already have a flying.
Far the
Right.
night.
I'll probably just pick up a helmet armor and go to the jungle because I'm low. Fuck, I can't believe I missed that.
Catch.
Yeah, I really do want to stop treating this game like a fucking joke. Because, like, I've played some StarCraft 2 recently, and, like, I love how I can win and lose on my own merit. That's always been something I've enjoyed. It makes me think, like, in Dota, I mean, obviously in Dota, the majority of players are scrubs and they're inclined to blame others for their failures than admitting their failures on their own.
Yes.
Which creates a slippery slope because sometimes people do make mistakes, but
Illuminate.
holy shit, does it get frustrating to play a game and feel like you're making not a lot of progress. And it's like when you reach, like,
Let's
a
go.
point where you're comfortable mechanically, it feels like all you can do is try to improve.
The night sees all.
I've noticed significant like increase in my level of play since I started playing with you guys because you point out when I'm doing something wrong.
Yeah, it's very, I think it's important to do so. Because if, like, I wouldn't do that if I didn't, like, actually like playing with you. There was a time where, you know, you're a massive dick sucker and I did never point out flaws in your play. But then you've established yourself to the point where I enjoy playing with you, and you're not a massive dick sucker anymore. So it's fun, and you'll
what I
never
would
get,
do is-
and you'll never like not make these mistakes. Like if I didn't say anything about that ward, you would always place the ward there as opposed to here, and like.
But now I'll always
Yeah,
know.
you'll
and
probably
I
not make that
listen.
mistake again. A lot of people will get offended, and in pubs I won't make a point to try to tell people these things because they'll never like treat it like a constructive criticism because people aren't inclined to give constructive criticism. in pubs, but
Roshan has
Because they don't
fallen to the
respect.
dire.
Like you're just some random pub
That's
to them.
unfortunate, but I feel like the Ursa's farming slower than I am. Yeah, he definitely is.
He didn't get much because I kept harassing him.
He's a lower level than me by a good margin. This is usually where I pull away from people because like the mid game is what separates the shitty players from the good ones. Any player can last hit in a lane, although the majority actually. God, I fucking failed this deck. Although the majority frankly can't. But I mean,
I'm
at
coming
its,
bottom.
Yeah.
see they have a
I think
Venom
they're
ward there.
I think they're grouping up.
You want to go on them? I'm here.
All right.
We ride.
That was a good ult.
Wanted to kill everyone.
I think we can get him.
Starlight.
Ah, the Tax Master.
Well, how did I die?
What is it? Oh yeah, the thing.
Tax master not so taxing anymore.
Oh, that RNG!
RNG. Oh,
That was really bad
Okay.
RNG.
The next is coming from bottom.
was that
It's-
last?
I
game
made
where
it
you
nighttime
got
with my ult, so be
RNG?
careful.
Yes.
Yeah, it was last game where I got RNG really hard. But careful, there's a Night Stalker coming. I don't think this guy realizes how risky he is if I'm a Night Stalker. I wish NX played more video games. I really do though.
Good
Just
plan.
trying to think
I'm
of a way
gonna
to
shut my
phrase it.
stream down, guys, so you can just watch on Barney's.
Why are you shutting your stream down, bro?
Because
On the
smoother game. Plus, I get the arrow theme back on Windows 7.
Woo! No Windows 7 Basic today.
The night settles in.
Yeah.
I'll replant the
Wait for the creeps
protective
almost
ward.
fail. I needed to bait the Ursa so he was within 400 units of me. I'm not just making that up either, because the Ursa had to think that he could run at the Prophet, which is not something that I would do against a good player, but I know I'm playing against a bad player, so I know that I can get away with baiting him into things that most players wouldn't fall
Into
for.
battle.
Oh shit, man. Placing the ward that I was gonna place. I see how it is.
So at this point in the game, I might normally get a BKB. Because I'm farming so well, I may just opt to just go like something stupid, like a heart. Just because if I get a heart, I'm not going to die. And if I don't
Okay, so
die,
you
I'm
said
going to farm
you said it was here for the ward.
Yeah, it's like right by, like it's as close as you can, basically. I'll ping it again really quick.
Let's go.
Basically, it's as close as you can because you want, like, it's always going to have his far right vision, and the right vision is useless anyways. It's mostly about the left vision, if that makes sense. That was a really poor way of explaining it, but I think you catch my drift.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, so normally I go for BKB here, but I'm not. I'm going to be greedy, and I'm just going to go for a heart. Because a heart ultimately serves a similar purpose to a BKB if the enemy's lack disables. It prevents me from taking a lot of magic damage, but it lets me put out, or it lets me, it's like, Really, you fucking retard. But it lets
Weaver,
me.
Weaver, in lane.
But I'm gonna get more farm.
Fight this.
Or I'm not gonna get more farm. It's just gonna be better late
Right.
game to have a heart. It's kind of like the reason that Chinese almost never go BKB because they undervalue it. Well, they don't almost never go BKB, but they way undervalue it compared to like Europeans and Westerners. It's because Chinese almost always, the teams tend to favor the late game, it seems. Like they want to just play the ricing game because they know that they're gonna rice better than their enemies and they're gonna win the ricing game. So, like, they just want to get the item that's gonna
I
let
get
them
some heals.
be a useless piece of ricing shit all game. So they don't want to get it magic.
So you're
Like,
secretly Chinese.
in fact, I've seen so many Western players get BKB on Animage and stuff when it's a good game for it, but it feels like the Chinese will they'd rather die than get a BKB on Animage. That honestly, and that is usually what happens. They just die because they don't get a BKB.
The enemy's bottom tower
Heals.
has fallen.
Good
Your top
plan.
tower
The
is
ricing
under
game, yeah, I know.
attack.
It's crazy to think that the Chinese would be the people that rice, right?
Yes.
I mean, who would have thought that that was the demographic?
Do they still rice so hard? I know they play CM.
Really, motherfucker? Oh, never mind.
Steals invisibility. Because Night Soccer was coming for it.
Don't tax me, faggot.
Your middle tower is under attack.
I almost have my heart. Holy shit, this is such a greedy way to play. But honestly, Moon Queen or Luna is actually a pretty fucking fast farmer with her blade.
Yeah, bro, you're dead. Oh no, maybe not.
Someone said don't die for them.
Yeah, I'm not gonna die for him.
I'm gonna fuck up an
No
ulti.
one cares about S1 said BKB.
Right here, right here.
Alright, now that you're
Also, S and Y is way better in Hunt. To the
Tanko,
point where I feel like
Tanko.
actually using the term S and
I've got
Y
an invisible.
just because it's like the roughly equivalent item isn't even appropriate, even if they
You
are.
can get
pretty
something on
close.
mid, like just walk up and ult.
Because S and Y in Han is so much better than it is in Dota. Because S and Y in Dota is a piece of shit, whereas in Han it's a valid itemization.
Let's go.
Why no go Satanic? Satanic is worse than a heart in a game like this because I don't put out enough damage to maximize Satanic. Also, Satanic doesn't give you nearly as much health as the thing.
Another death.
You're a
I'm
bad
dead.
start.
I'm dead. Oh god, I'm dead. There's no way that my team can save me.
Come here. I've got ultimate.
Do it, do it, do it!
I'm coming.
Just ult, just ult! Yes, just fight, just fight! Yes, yes! I'm dead.
No.
I would not have lived there, but we turned that really hard.
To your death.
Yeah, we turned that super hard. Be careful though. You need to bottle up and stuff and not do that. You just killed yourself, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
I was gonna die
No,
anyways.
you weren't gonna die anyways. You were gonna live. Trust me.
I had fucking
You-
thing
it
on
wasn't
me.
enough
with,
damage.
Like full duration.
I think you had to
I
deny
had
yourself.
full duration ultimate and full duration thing on me. There was no way bottle would have let me
It
live.
went from good to bad. It went from bad to good to bad. Chinese still rice is hard. I thought they stopped the last patch. Do people say that they do, but they honestly seem to always be more comfortable with that. Mizuno do mad do the tooth Aegis. Do tooth Aegis for a few
We were
seconds.
surviving, ruined everything.
Using
Yeah.
Aegis is hard for some people. Did you random Luna? No, I just picked Luna. I actually like Luna more than I would like to admit. I mean, Luna's a fast farmer, and I know that I have potential to do that to people. Like, just shit stomp people. Let's see, we should re-up a ward here.
Do you want me to drum or do you want me to go for the mech?
Go mech. I mean, it's going to be hilariously late mech, but I'd still rather go mech.
They will rue this day.
Fuck that. Go full staff.
By starlight.
Full staff is the best
This
item in the
fucking
game.
quota
Yeah, it's
retard
fine.
is farming the lane I want to farm. Fuck.
Ride
What an idiot. He just ults for nothing.
far the night.
Oh god, I regret this. I regret this. I
Let's
regret
go.
this.
Yeah, but if I had a heart, it would have been. I would have still died there, but it would have taken a long time. Hey, don't try to clear my stack, dude. That's really fucking retarded. Plus, you won't even be able to clear
They
it.
will find my blade.
But I really need to get
sharp
solo experience for
and
that. There's a reason I've been stacking it all game.
Good plan.
What an
I
idiot.
regret this again.
What a fucking retard.
Oh, God.
This feels like he's going out of his way to sabotage me, but I know no one is that fucking stupid.
Oh, I regret that so much.
I should be kiting this towards the boundary, but I have a heart, so I can lose more HP than most people can. Let's rip off of Sivir. Yeah. Right now, Mr. Types Loud is playing Heimerdinger right here.
Oh, Nova.
I actually don't know why I keep going Basilius on Luna, either.
Okay.
I like the base damage in lane, but Luna already has a really high base damage, and I never really spam my thing
new
anyways.
moon.
Well, I do, but
The night sees all.
fucked, man. We're fucked. I mean, you should turn it. Go, man up. Don't be a bitch. You have a heart. You're unkillable.
Well, I'm really hard to kill, but I wouldn't go that far.
Let's go. Let's do it. I'm gonna rape everybody.
Let's go.
Manta is a great item on Luna, but I could go even greedier and just go right for Butterfly. Things like Heart and Butterfly are prohibitive because the build-up to them is hard, because they have like a 3,000 gold component. But again, I'm very, very comfortable with farming on a Luna, so like, I know I'll get it at a reasonable time. And I can't believe I fucked that up, but... Like, I know that I can actually just go right for the fucking Butterfly. And the combination of Heart and Butterfly makes you resistant to spells through your raw amount of HP, and you're resistant to physical attack through your evasion and armor, so... I mean, that would be one way to go, but that's really, really greedy even for me. But we'll see what I end up doing. I'm sure that I'll end up doing it anyways, just because I want to be greedy. Having this 1% maybe. I'll just do shit. Manta next. Manta would be the right item to go. Just like BKB would have been better to go than Heart. Well, actually, this is a game where BKB is debatable, but...
On the hunt.
Every time I change, you're playing Luna. I actually don't. I used to not really like Luna that much. I actually like Luna a lot now, though, to be completely fair. And yeah, I am just gonna go for the Manta. It's funny though, because having a Midas really affects the way that I'm able to build.
Who dares?
Quota Prophet at his finest. Notice how all of my lanes are constantly pushed to the point where I can't comfortably farm them, and there's always a Prophet in the jungle. That's what a Quota Prophet does. Actively fucks over every lane.
So, why the Heart over the Satanic?
Because it's better. I don't do enough damage to make the Satanic pay dividends, and the Heart will give me like much more HP.
Taste my steel.
You know the Satanic actually life steals on your bounces when you activate it, right?
Yeah, I realized that. I realized how good Satanic is. Trust me. Holy shit. I'm getting the massive pro tips here. Well, honestly, the thing about BKB is you don't get it to mitigate magic damage, you do it to mitigate disables. And that's really, really the core concept behind the item itself. Like, as much as, you know, as much as it helps to mitigate magic damage, BKB really only mitigates AoE magic damage because it doesn't mitigate single target spells because it doesn't, it just forces someone to use them on another hero. And usually that's what people are going to do anyways. Like, say there's a Lion and a Lina and you get a BKB, all you're doing is you're just telling Lion and Lina to blast your support in the face and not you. I mean, that's exactly what they'll do. But, like... But the raw HP from a Heart is nice. Both of the things roughly accomplish a similar purpose. Against Savannah, though.
Illuminate. Stalking.
And I could go Satanic next, but I already have enough survivability. Now I just want to win right-click fights. And I can build the Satanic later. A nice thing about Satanic is that due to how it compresses, like, it's just going to take my Helm of the Dominator into a Satanic, so it doesn't really cost inventory slot. It's really convenient. And if you look, because I'm a good farmer, I'm shitting on everyone on their team in regards to levels. I'm level 19, they're all level 15, and my Tinker is doing alright. But it really sucks dick because the Prophet is denying a lot of farm that's possible on the map, but more importantly, it's denying a lot of experience. I'm finding myself farming places that I really don't want to farm. Like, I don't want to be farming these Ancients right now, but I have to. I'd rather be farming a lane, but the lanes are constantly pushed up. Like, look how high this lane is and such.
On the hunt.
We better go Pipe over BKB versus Venom. Pipe is more of a utility-oriented item, whereas BKB is about not getting blown up and
Is Rosh
not
up
getting
again
disabled.
already, or?
Oh my god.
Also, if you get a BKB, it makes it so that there's like 10 seconds where the enemies have to be able to win right-click fights with you, which a lot of the time they aren't able to do.
So this is with
Just go, man, I'm fine.
Now that Prophet... Oh, he's still alive. I was about to say now that he's dead, I'll be able to do some stuff on the map, but I guess not. I want my teammates dead. Aren't you really Tim Buckley incarnate? Isn't Tim Buckley the guy who does Cat? Really, really shit comic. I should probably follow this more concerning about the but... Fucking Tim Buckley. Who cares? Where's fake King Raven at?
Quickly now.
King Raven! There's a person tuning into my stream for you, dude. Oh, how the tables have turned. Yeah, I'm really comfortable just AFK farming and taking this game out. Because I know that Weaver isn't going to be able to out-farm me, and Ursa is probably a shitty player, so... Yeah.
Roshan has fallen to the
We
dagger.
ride.
Fortunately, that guy has literally gotten Rosh every single time it's been up, so that hurts.
With pleasure. Let's go.
See, like now, that's like 12 seconds from not farming. A lot of people don't value 12 seconds that much, just like a lot of people don't value blocking my camps. But it's like,
Stalking.
that's a lot of time as a carry. I also didn't stack that, which is pretty bad. It's the
The
second time I
night
missed it.
sees all. Unworthy.
Your mom yelled at you?
Blessings upon a
Holy
loyal
shit.
warrior.
Dude, what time is it? It's
Melee
11.
commands.
Holy shit. Why do I have 3 blade? I'm really playing Morphling.
This will hurt.
King Raven's MILF mother yelled at him.
On the prowl. Come, Nova.
I definitely value stacking Ancients. In fact, I value stacking more than I think 99% of Dota players.
Yes.
But sometimes I miss it. To be fair, I don't really miss it that much, but
Let's go.
maybe every once in a while. We should do stuff now.
On the
It'll be a while before I get much stronger than what I am now. Holy shit, that was a bag on my part to just walk up that hill, but it worked out.
Pia.
Just chill around here. I hope Quota Prophet decides to join us. I like how his lone glove of haste is
Salamene
just chilling.
commands.
I think they'll walk up the hill. They might throw a Venom Ward up first. Yeah, okay, well, mission abort.
Stalking.
Oh my god, I just ran the wrong way.
Attack.
It worked out, so it must have been a good decision. People who judge decisions by whether or not they work out
The night
are usually
sees
pretty
all.
bad players. Because sometimes you can make mistakes that work and win you games.
Absolutely.
Why did you play Officer before this game? I played one.
Let's go.
Oh, serious? Really? I never actually considered that because the
Follow
item
the
didn't
night.
exist in Heroes of the North and I haven't watched a lot of Luna. I'll check that out though. That actually sounds ridiculously trolly, but not actually that bad.
We ride.
It's not as good as it would be on Morphling though, where you could take someone out in one quick maneuver.
Yes.
I blocked my own camp, but I want to get to the lane anyway, so it'll be a while before I farm it.
What do you see?
So, Fake King Raven, how you doing?
Illuminate.
How you doing?
Into battle.
That blade meant to BKB in the battle? Huh, that actually sounds
Pia.
pretty good, because there's a BKB in it. BKB, good item right here.
Who dares?
Oh shit, I hit my grab all hotkey. There's an Invis Night Stalker mid, hopefully you guys saw him.
Quickly now.
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
For Night Silver heads up.
So there you just shift command to stack. I'm being really greedy here because I'm in a very awkward position.
A light.
But I think it'll pay off because the enemy's... this didn't pay off. Oh wait, now it did. See, he opened up with this thing. That was a mistake because this thing has a mini stun. That's what stops me from TPing away. But he used it initially, which means I gotta just TP away. And I'm fine with that because I was out of position anyways. Last game I was tired. I couldn't see. Man, this mana heart died. It makes me cry a little inside.
Heads up.
Was that you in that game? The Tide? The Tide that last game did pretty well, actually. Here I should be microing a bit more, but honestly I can get away with not doing it. I can just sit here and tank. And because I'm not going to actually be delivering the butterfly until it's completed, I can just do this. But 30 minutes in, I'm essentially going to be completely itemed out, and no one will be able to win a fight, or right-click fight with me unless I get chain stunned and bashed by Ursa, but that's really, really conditional, and literally any hero in the game will lose a right-click fight to Ursa if they're chain stunned, so. It's like saying, oh, well, Chaos Knight will beat the shit out of you if he stuns you. Obviously, Chaos Knight is a good hero otherwise, and will win a right-click fight with you, but if you're chain stunned, then these arguments become irrelevant anyways.
Yes.
Ability from more than one unit. I fail at this, I don't play SC2 well. I think that playing games like SC2 can have a lot of transfer skills to Dota.
Attack.
Hide throws, SQ through slice, flashes, slice. Oh god.
What do you see?
Jesus, surveillance.
And at this point, I'm probably just continuing to pull away from people in terms of levels. I'm kind of nervous by how underleveled the Lich and Dazzle are, because the enemy... But then again, the enemy Crystal Maiden and Venom are really weak too, so it's a fair trade. The problem is that Night Stalker absolutely ass-pounds supports, whereas I don't. Once I get my completed Butterfly, it's going to be our timing, and that's when we're going to get more aggressive than what we are now.
Good plan.
Here I'm going to move into this side of the jungle, because the creeps are going to
I get to
respawn,
use the mech I
and the
had at
creep
20
equilibrium
minutes.
is going to be such that I'm going to be able to farm that wave. But I'm going to be able to farm these two
On
camps
the
first,
prowl.
if I don't inadvertently block them. Holy shit, the bounties for this camp are fucking weird.
Death
Goddamn
approaches.
Dota. I got taxed there. I don't think I actually got
Smiles
those.
upon me.
But yeah, the difference between level 22 and 16 is huge in terms of experience gap. It might only seem like 6
For
levels,
Dark Moon.
but it's way bigger than the difference between level 10 and 16, and 10 and 16 is a big difference.
Stalking.
But I'm comfortable just farming, and then when I get a huge lead, just ending the game.
Far the
Because I know I
night.
can do that. This fucking nigger is taking my farm. My farm would be so
aren't
much
taking
better
it
if there
as-
wasn't a full retard quota prophet on my team. Jesus Christ.
Quickly
Like, he's
now.
actually fucking me over.
Ding.
Like, this prophet is actively... I don't think I need a buyback. We have all of our tier 2 towers up, so even if we got wiped at our tier 2 tower, we wouldn't get wrecked. But this
We were
fucking retard is actually making me physically angry at Dota.
Good plan.
I shouldn't get butthurt about a quota prophet, because I should expect it when I play Nature's Prophets,
Slice.
but holy shit, is this idiot bad.
What do you
Well, I guess it's a 4v5 now. Huh, well, I guess we automatically win.
see? Far the night.
Yeah, that's true. At level 22, my respawn timer is going to be like 85 seconds or something. But even at that, I think I could be dead for 85 seconds. I wouldn't. Because you have to think that despite the fact that I'm level this, like, it's fucking 30 minutes into the game pretty much, despite how farmed I am. Like, my farm is probably 10 minutes ahead of what I think the enemy's
Selenene
is.
commands.
Like, I could go AFK, like, I could masturbate to some tentacle rape porn and then come back, and I would still be way ahead of everyone in terms of farm this game.
Quickly now.
Looks like my team lost a fight. That's pretty weird.
On the hunt.
Yeah, but now I'm pretty much itemed out. I could get a Satanic, but it's not really critically important. I could also sell my Midas, I could sell for travels, but at its core, I won't get much stronger than this because I'm near max level, and I have...
Mercy
Well, I don't have
wanes.
full items, so to say. I have all of the items that I truly need.
The night sees
We should do
a light.
Rosh and then just end. I'm probably going to get really lazy about stacking at this point. Lazier than I've been. I've honestly been pretty lazy because these fucking
Yes.
retards have been clearing my ancients twice, but... Okay, yeah, that's true.
Let's go.
Trigger have to pursue. Like, but honestly, like, the enemy's items
Are you
compared to
gonna
mine...
sell Midas to carry the token?
No, I don't really need the Aegis. The point is that we have map control, and if they forced a fight there, even if they walked into us as we were rushing, they don't have the abilities that could punish us, so... It's like, worst case scenario, we force a fight at the Rosh pit and we win.
Attack.
Best case scenario was we get a free Rosh, so...
Let's go.
Someone flew over the Ancients.
I was just mostly wondering because it's going to be token and cheese.
It's down,
so
but we can
want
just push
slots
bot.
to be available.
Absolutely.
I can just push bot, because at this point it's almost pointless for me to farm, because I'm just farming for buybacks and travels, which is not as impactful.
Oh no.
So like, if I take a check on farm, this guy has an Axe, and I have a lot of shit. And this guy has a BKB and an armlet. I have Treads, Butterfly, Manta, Midas, Helm of the Dominator, Heart.
Selenene commands.
I'm a bit stronger than he is. See, I can just force fights awkwardly. Like, they have to TP with Ursa and everyone. And I'm comfortable not even committing like they are. Like, I don't want to dive the fuck super ahead. I don't want to potentially throw a game that I shouldn't have any reason to lose. This game is over just by merit of me being better at farming than the enemies. Also, I'm playing a hero that naturally farms faster than some of their heroes, although Ursa is a very fast farmer. Okay, fuck you, don't take my huts. You need to play the GM more. Really though, this guy can fuck off. I'm taking all my huts.
Sounds like you're mad, bro.
I'm upset. Like, look at those huts, those towers, they do a shitload of physical damage, but it's like nothing. Obviously, part of that is the Heart of Tarask, but having 30 armor and 3000 HP makes you hard as fuck to kill.
The enemy's enemy's middle tower has fallen.
There was slightly more to it than not doing enough damage to value the lifesteal, but at its core, that was the big reason. But my decision to go for the heart was ultimately because it was better, given the circumstances.
Beautiful.
I think a lot of people overvalue Satanic. But now we win, so yeah, pretty boring game, to be fair.
The enemy's top tower has fallen.
Looks like he gets a free lift. Like a little bit of Mancer. Heard you like getting ass rapes. Oh, I heard you
No
like
free lift.
Dagon.
Stay near me, I'll make you.
Manta really fucks with Ursas because people will waste hits if you have a Manta. It's just how the item works. Look how little their pool hits before, but I don't really want to pool dive. Like, people waste hits, it's inevitable. And against Ursa wasting hits, like if Ursa wastes hits, it really fucks him. It's sort of like Huskar. If you force Huskar to waste hits, then Huskar gets shit on pretty bad.
This is like the most boring game I've ever played.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, but having like 100 CS for every 10 minutes is pretty solid, and that'll get you good stuff. Like here, my goal per minute is going to be horribly inflated. A large part of that is
Was
going
my awesome supporting.
Hey dude, your mom is going to get pretty mad if you keep it up. You need to be quiet, bro. It's 11 o'clock. You should be in bed watching Rugrats. But yeah, my goal per minute is obviously inflated here because I cleared literally every single hut but 2. So my goal per minute is inflated probably, maybe even 100 past what it was, but I'm willing to bet it's not inflated by 100. My experience per minute is what really matters. You can't inflate experience per minute with huts. It's my last hits. I'm just a
Fuck
better...
yeah, I got a cape.
I'm a better farmer than the enemies, which is why they're doing so shit. Like, Ursa obviously DC'd, so his farm would have probably been 150. But if you look like the Weaver, that's pathetic farm for a Weaver. The Weaver needs to be at 300 last hits to even have this game be salvageable, and that would still be considered kind of low. But this game, I was actively fucked over because my prophet was a fucking retard. My prophet was a quota prophet who went first item intelligence staff and then just ulted without even watching the map. And that sucks dick because I hate playing with people like that on my team. Because it's like he throws everyone else under the bus and he doesn't even get a good farm. Like if you're quota profiting for the for fuck's sake, get more than like 440 GPM. That's really bad. But yeah.
That's the last game for me tonight. Good night, sirs.
Really?
It's 2:48 in the morning for me.
Alright.
It's fucking nothing, son. It's 2:48 in the morning for me and you don't hear me bitching.
You hear my mom bitching. Hey guys.
Pop a
Alright, see ya.
caffeine pill. 5-hour energy, you're good. Smoke some creatine.
Night VGFX. I love you.
I love you more. Alright. I'll reform the
night.
party. I'll wear the daddy pants. At this point, I might just hang out of Skype. I like being in Skype sometimes. Sometimes I don't. I like being in Skype with people like NX and Ruff, etc., Doibs to some degree. But I don't know if I'll be in Skype now. Maybe I'll let you guys decide. One's if you guys want me to be in Skype, two's if you don't. The amount of commentary and the amount of stuff I can talk about if I'm not in Skype tends to be better. Also, I'm playing with players that I'm really confident in anyways, so... Barney, can we see a Huskar game? I like Huskar. I don't always like playing with them. I'm happy if I have pro with 120 less hits and denies. It's a pro game for me. I'm pretty sure my denies that game was pretty fucking bad, but I wasn't focusing on denies at all. Where am I? Yeah, 7 denies is pretty awful, but like in the lane, like that, it's a lane where I can get punished for being too far extended. Like, if I get gilled and then stomped by Ursa, I'm 1000% dead, so anytime I got near the creep wave, it was only for a short time. But yeah, that was a pretty good Luna game. I wonder how many games I need to play of Luna to get the fucking performance bars hyper inflated. Because I know that my Luna would be really, really inflated in performance bars just because, not because I win all the time on Luna, but just because my farm relative to everyone else is so high, which is why, yeah. The Alchemist and farm fucking everything. I like playing farm-oriented heroes. I usually can't think of excuses to play most of them. Maybe I will get in Skype. I don't know. I do like getting in Skype with Ruff and 9X and people. Whatever happened to no commercials, Barney? Well, my whole basis of not commercialing is because at the end you have to cut content to commercial. Like if I run a commercial, then that's like fucking 30 seconds of stream that you're not seeing, and it's really obtrusive. But at the same time, because I'm like at the end of the day, I'm just really obsessed with having a good quality stream, right? But by not running commercials, I lose out on quality options, which disenfranchises people that can't watch 1080p. And also having other quality options is like really, really important. Like when I sent the partnership application to Twitch and they asked what the reason was, I told them flat out, I was like, I just want to have more quality options, and we were good. But at this point, it's like I don't have other quality options, so I'd rather commercial. At the end of the day, the ideal situation for me would be for me to commercial and everyone who watches the stream seriously to just have on ad block, and then the random dumb fucks that I don't really care about can just not have ad block, or the people who think that they're supporting the stream. Because really, even the people that kind of want to support the stream, I'm going to be completely honest. Money doesn't really matter for me. I'm not in a position where I really need that much money. I like money as much as the next guy, but I don't really need it that badly. So it's like, I would honestly rather the frequent viewers ad block than not. I don't think that's a position that a lot of people will take because a lot of people like money a lot. But I really, really want the fucking quality options back. And I'd enjoy money, but fuck. At the same time, like now, I'm inclined to not commercial because there's something I want to say, right? That's on Slark Barney? I've never played Dota 1. I don't even know what Slark does. Well, actually, I do know what Slark does. He seems like a hilarious hero. Any huge plans for the 4th? Fuck yeah, man. America. America, greatest country on earth, God's country, etc., etc. Do you have startup commercials? I think so. I've always put them on to condition people for the moment that I like wanted you with commercial, which is funny because it's like conditioning people to commercials is hilarious because it's like saying, "Oh, I'm gonna beat my kid." Why? Oh, you know, because the day that I'm gonna start beating my kid, I want him to be ready for it. Is Wizard Jew on? Wizard Jew, Wizard Source, either one. Well, I'm gonna kick this guy and invite Wizard Jew. Huh, I guess it's the same guy. I think Wizard Source is actually reliable. There we go. Alright. We're at $5. They're probably gonna shut down local plan. I think 30 seconds of ads is something people can man up since it costs them so little. I don't really think so. I mean, that's a really slippery slope because how many seconds of ads is too much, right? It's sort of like when people beg for donations. I think that if you need to draw a pretty concrete line. Like take for example that tropes versus women thing. A lot of people thought it was really fucked up that bitch got like massive amounts of money to do something that she would have done anyways. In the end, although in a different context, that's kind of like what accepting donations for streaming would be like for me. Because I'm going to stream anyways, so is it immoral to accept donations for doing so? I think so. I think most people would probably agree. So at what point are there too many commercials? Like, I think most people would agree that Demon is a fucking Jew about commercials. Too much so. So it's like, at what point is 30 seconds too much? Is 31? Is 29? Is 5 minutes? So, but ultimately, I think that the only way to do it would just be like a commercial between every game. But even at that, I would still honestly rather people ad block. But I don't know what the line is. Like, I don't know how many people need to see the ads for me to get my fucking quality options back. But at the end of the day, like, I'm always going to be more inclined to not commercial. To put this in perspective, there have been 4 or 5 times where I've had like 800 or more viewers. I've never commercial with that many people just because I think a lot of people would see the big viewer count and they'd be like, cash money. But it, like, to me, it's like I would rather those people see what I'm doing or hear what I'm saying. Like right now, like I have stuff to talk about, so I'm inclined to not run a commercial. But at the same time, I want the quality options back, so I'm kind of at odds, right? So I would rather people that I care about, like everyone in the stream that watches frequently, just fucking ad block. I see the moment Barney stopped getting about hurt at pubs. I take my games really seriously, which is funny because most of the games that I play are a fucking joke. Like that last game, I knew that the players I was playing against were going to be really bad, so I could be really, really greedy. But like at some point, I'd like to play seriously, but it's hard to get into, I guess. Was he raging for being shitty support? No, I was providing some tips though. Like I think that guy has potential, so I'd rather just I'd rather be honest with him. I wasn't really raging at him, but he did a couple of things that were wrong. But I think in terms of zoning, he'll probably never make some zoning mistakes again. And like the ward thing was a great example because he'll never make that mistake again. But that's a player that I want to. Oh well, apparently he's in chat. But that's okay. What's up, bro? But that's a player that I'd rather I want him to become pretty good because I think I can play with that nigga a lot. What's quality control. Watched you for a while, and you haven't once watched a commercial consumer sales before. Thanks, dude. I actually use ad block myself. I always will, because seriously, dude, fuck ads. Ads are pretty fucking gay. Nope. Say writers would still write stories without getting paid. Yeah, that's completely true. I mean, there are some people that probably wouldn't stream if they didn't, but it's like, I'm not one of those people. Like, I stream because I love streaming. I mean, I would stream if I didn't get paid. I think in the end, the people who do things as sort of like labors of love are the people that produce the best quality content, as a generalization. I mean, that's very, very general. But at the same time, like, there are people that get paid for things, obviously, that do things pretty well. Also, it's like the whole concept of like, I don't think I'd ever really want to stream as like a career thing. Maybe one day that won't be the case, but like these days when I don't have to really have a valid job anyways, like I've had a job for like all of my life almost, so being in a position where I don't and I can just play video games all day is really, really refreshing. Like I fucking love my life. Like I can do whatever the fuck I want, and that's amazing. But it's like, you ever think that there are people that dream of becoming like big in esports or in streaming, and then one day like they wake up and they don't like the game that they play anymore? Like there have to be people like that. Like, you know, that people like Idra and Destiny Huck, etc., at some point they have to probably stop really enjoying what they do. At that point it's sort of like their dream becomes a nightmare, but they're already sort of boxed into it, you know? It's like why I think it would be probably pretty dumb to like drop school or whatever to get into streaming. They're on a roll. Yeah, that's a very valid point as well. Teaching how to do shit. Oh, does he beat? I don't really beat you though. That's not really fair. So if the fun of the community, the commercial thing doesn't really matter, I suppose. I think that a lot of people will be more inclined to be like, "Oh, I'll take the commercials. My body is ready, Barney. Give me those commercials. I want to support you." But at the end of the day, I really don't give a fuck about. Oh God, I've gotten in trouble for saying how much I make before, because there's always that like one malicious asshole who's just like looking to report you to Twitch. But at the end of the day, those fucking McDonald's dollar menu items, McDonald's dollar menu rather, that I get from Twitch really are completely insignificant. So it's like, say I make like $100 in a month, which is probably more than I would make unless I commercialed very liberally. Then it's like, I'm not going to do anything with that money, really. I mean, I don't have very many expenses, and the food that I eat is the kind of food that I enjoy. Like, I enjoy eating rice, and I think there are a lot of ways to prepare shit like rice and top ramen, etc., etc. And I pretty much just play video games all day anyways, and then if I want a game or something, I'll just pirate it. So my expenses are really low. So it's like the money that I get from streaming really doesn't affect my life in any way. There are obviously people whose standard of living and quality of life is profoundly affected by how much Twitch dollars they get, but I'm not one of those people, so I'm in a pretty good position. Where you contradict yourself. I try to never contradict myself. To be fair, dude, I think I do a pretty good job of not contradicting myself. And if I say something that is completely different than something I said in the past, it's like if I ever change my opinion on something, I generally have a very good reason for doing so. I'd like to think, because I usually try to base my opinions on things that are like rational, reasonable. Yeah, that's totally true. USA! USA! Fuck yeah. Woo! Look at this, 11:59, guys. It's almost America Day. Oh God, here it comes. You know, I live in like Redneck City. I live in Redland. Redland, motherfuckers. Redland in Oregon City. Holy shit, everyone here is a hick. When it's 4th of July, you guys are gonna feel it full fucking blast in my stream. I would be surprised if there wasn't a fucking loud as shit firework that went off right now, because it's happened every year for the past 5 years. Holy shit, everyone I live by is a fucking redneck. Like, you can hear tractors and shit. I'm not even kidding. One day I was streaming, there was a goddamn fucking tractor race in a field next to my house. Jesus fucking Christ, USA. But, and you guys are gonna hear it if I stream today. Like, you will hear it all fucking day. You're gonna hear fireworks, you're gonna hear animals screaming their fucking cries of horrible pain because of fireworks. Holy shit, it's gonna be an amazing day. I hope you motherfuckers like America.
All pick.
Maybe I'll play Potom. I'll let you guys decide. 1 for Morphling, 2's for Animage. Holy shit, I'm not giving you guys a lot of options. 3's for Potom. Holy fuck, I just gave you guys 2 really shitty options and 1 mediocre one. Jesus Christ, I really didn't give you many ways to go on that one. I guess in the end it really accomplishes my ends, which is the fact that everyone is going to pick Mirana because Morphling and Animage are pretty boring to watch. and yeah, Mirana wins. Okay, cool. Zod was actually the first mod. I give you your mod back, bro, but I'm gonna watch you closely, Zod. I shouldn't give you your mod back because you banned so many people and it took me fucking ages to clear the list, but... I don't really trust you either, but... Whatever.
10 seconds
You're remodded.
remaining.
Don't ban people, you fucking asshole. Pawn's a bad choice because you won't
5
throw arrows on
seconds
stream to stop looking
remaining.
like a fool. You know, that's actually a very valid choice, or valid point. It is actually a bad decision on my part to
You'll
pick
not
a Priestess
stop
of the
us
Moon
that
on stream.
easily.
And the entire reason for that is because I'm going to be inclined to not throw arrows that are unlikely to land, because I don't want to, like, miss arrows on stream, in the same way that a Pudge with Arcane Boots might be inclined to not throw out hooks that he should throw, for the risk of missing them. But honestly, sometimes you throw an arrow,
You go bottom, my friend.
it's about risk. Here, come top with me, Lich.
To the battle.
Actually, no, Wisp will have to come top. You have to go bottom.
Lich.
You have to go bottom, Lich. I'm wrong as fuck. You can come top with me, Wisp. But
No, I'm going mid. What is this?
no, seriously, don't throw my game.
I can't solo bottom.
You have to solo bottom. That's a valid role for Lich because you denied him
it's
a lot of
pretty
fun.
fucking gay.
Forward.
You have to.
I don't want to.
I have to say that Wisp
don't
is probably the
want to, dude.
worst bot solo in the game.
Yes.
No, I did mod you. Look.
Dude, Quap can solo bottom and I'll go mid. Easy.
Bam. I did that before.
As you
Easy. Easy.
But yeah, like,
Let's do
honestly-
that. That's a better plan.
Honestly, though, it's like,
Fuck the shit out of this.
it's like, if it's about risk
Mine
versus
wards.
rewards. Sometimes you
Mine
risk
wards.
literally nothing
Fuck you,
to throw out an arrow. Like, you spend 100 mana to throw out an arrow. Holy fuck, this guy is really annoying. I'm inclined to mute him just so I can continue to do my shitty monologue, but
I'll go mid,
shut the
don't
fuck
worry.
up. Alright, shut up, faggot. But
on
it's
track.
like, I'm really inclined, on stream at least, to not throw out arrows, but at the same time, I'm gonna play Mirana like I would play Mirana off stream, as though I played Mirana off stream. I'm actually horribly unfamiliar with Mirana's attack
At
animation
last
and
it's
spells, but,
time.
like, holy fuck, those are good wards actually, those are really good wards. I have faith in this lane, except you didn't check the runes, you fucking scrub.
Fuck you.
Forward, pet.
Watch this, I'm gonna embarrass the shit out of myself because I'm gonna throw out arrows that I should be throwing, but at the same
Can you
time,
guys hear me?
yeah, I can hear you fine. People are gonna be like,
No.
Barney, why'd you miss an arrow? Well, it was a good arrow to throw. What is this guy doing? Well, you're being invaded, Lycan.
Since you command it.
You should almost always level your escape utility first.
Careful, he has armor.
Alright, Windrunner is moving around. How'd I miss that? That was really bad. How'd I miss that?
We ride.
Well, I guess missing the die didn't matter since she wasn't in experience range
Don't
anyways.
fight the axe with your wolves.
That one did. Holy shit, this is going to be an awful
This
lane.
is my problem.
I don't really play a lot of Mirana, but I know that Mirana is a very interesting hero that I should familiarize myself more with, so I'm going to try to learn Mirana on stream,
Cringe you curse.
which is always a bad idea. Because trying to familiarize yourself with a hero on stream is always going to end poorly.
Tuck your tail and run, you mutt.
But hey, if I want to stream
You need to run.
and I want to play, then I have to do this. Getting left alone against a Windrunner sucks, but the Wisp is making a good decision because our jungle was failing, so he's being out-jungled.
Agreed.
Little help.
So I have to do this, but I won't be able to farm very well against her because she
How low is
can
he?
outlast hit me and
To the
out-aggressive
battle.
Very
play
low.
me.
Come, dog.
Yes.
Mirana's also, see look, it's like her attack animation is way better and her base damage is higher, but
You
Mirana?
fucking dumb nerd.
Since you command it.
yeah, I got experience. Alright, don't fail the jungle more.
Forward, pet. Ah. Good idea.
Well, I think that the Wisp reacted in the only way that he could have, which is good, but at the same time, it actively fucks me to some degree because I can't be left alone against Windrunner at like level 1s and 2.
The prize is mine.
In fact, this is a classic example of a pretty one-sided offlane. Like, if you were to leave a Windrunner alone against half the heroes, then the Windrunner would win. To the point where we can actually just adjust the lane by sending me mid. We could always swap Queen of Pain, because you'll be able
He's
to
coming
easily
in.
solo Mirana, or to solo the Windrunner, but I can't. Even if you're winning the lane, we may want to adjust.
Leap forward.
Because I'm gonna have to get left alone because of Axe, so it may be best overall for me and you to swap lanes rough.
On track.
I'm on my way. Can push me.
This would be a good time to switch lanes entirely. Because here, I'm going to have to lane against the Windrunner, and the Windrunner will win. I mean, Windrunner beats Bottom by a reasonable margin until...
Run.
Well, the lane is almost never actually played out in an even manner. Alright, I'm going to farm mid now. And this isn't like me.
What? What the fuck are
This
you
isn't me
doing?
spiting someone. Seriously, you have to go top. It should be a Queen of Pain top or bottom. You'll be able to actually do well. Dude, are you really going to try to Jew me on the last hits? Because I won't be able to solo beat the winner.
On the prowl.
Fucking Renata, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, exactly. I won't win that lane.
Yes.
Good luck fucking winning against Zeus then.
I can actually win against Zeus, to be fair. I don't really play mid, and this is going to be pretty close to the conditions of a normal balanced mid. But this is the way that we have to do it. It should honestly be a... oh, I can't believe I missed that. It should be a quap top, to be completely fair. And I assume that it was a quap mid. I don't know why we have our quap where we do.
Cower before us.
Talking in-game sometimes? Sometimes I intend to talk
Leap
in-game.
forward.
But this is awkward because I'm like getting a really late bottle because I didn't intend to go to this lane.
Fair warning, your death has arrived.
I wonder if he's going to chain lightning to break that.
Stop. Rain down.
Just go to his
on
jungle.
mine enemy.
He's gonna stay on ours.
Yeah, and he's going to keep drawing out Wisp, which is going to hurt the lane overall. Like, that's one of the reasons I can't be top, is because the Wisp has to constantly help you.
Or just go lane.
This guy is losing the jungle. We need to find another place to farm then, because if you're losing that lane, then there's really no point in staying. I realize that you can't beat an axe, but that's why it's really stupid to continue to
Get
try.
her while you can.
Because it's like, we had to make adjustments already. Like, if you have to farm their yellows, then you have to farm their yellows.
As you will.
There's not much that can be said. You're gonna lose, but you basically picked a position where you're guaranteed to lose.
Good idea.
We should get a ward here, because there's going to be an axe behind me now. But
Yeah, I
yeah.
will in a second.
Because the worst case scenario would be to force me to lose a lane top while you're level 1 in the jungle. So, like, we have to adjust the lanes in such a way that that doesn't happen. Zeus is missing. Careful.
Top's going mid.
Agreed.
Okay. Should have thrown an arrow while he was standing there? Possibly. Out of curiosity, why do you play with this Lich? Because he complains a fuckload. I wouldn't stand that in game. I don't really care about complaining.
you
A lot of the stuff that he says is valid. We're gonna have to try to take this out of the laning phase as soon as we can, to be honest. Like, we're gonna have to get like a gank somewhere in the tower.
Yes.
The problem is that he's gonna lose his lane by too large a margin for it to be acceptable, and he's gonna do so against
To
a
the
hero that
battle.
can do a lot with the lead. I know that Alchemist isn't traditionally a hero that you think can do a lot with the lead, but
On track.
if you think about it, that's a hero that can do nothing if he doesn't have a lead. So,
Your bottom tower
Yes.
has fallen.
I do think that the Wisp has played really well this game, to be fair. Not at that level he won't,
Good
though.
idea.
Not having any vision and being... Okay, we need a ward now, though,
We
because
ride.
it's 6 minutes and we don't have a bottom tower,
Someone
so...
keeps using the carrier when I'm trying to get him.
Okay. Good, good, good.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I
Forward by
promise.
I'm used to playing with people who would just be like, oh, wards cost gold.
Yeah, I have sentries too.
Because now, like, I can't actually farm mid.
Because they warded top.
Also, if I get blast ulted, I'm dead instantly, so... This is awkward because I can't
To the
farm.
battle.
Now, a lot of the time I'll look at a game like this and say that I'm farming really poorly, but given the conditions, it isn't that bad. I've missed
Good
a
idea.
pretty decent amount of potential last hits just due to mechanical issues earlier. And by mechanical issues, I mean poor play. But in terms of, like, salvaging it, I think I've done a pretty solid job. Here I can't farm mid because Zeus can just blast ult me. And I don't have a ward, and I had no idea where bottom was. So I'm just trying to farm here.
As you will.
At this point, you can probably come back to our jungle. That's an illusion.
On the
but-
prowl. On track.
See, here's the blast ult. This is where I die.
Start.
We have to do something, though. But it's weird because Wisp isn't a support that can inherently do something, so it falls largely onto the Lich. But this is a greedy Lich who's
Got
trying
the
to farm
ward
for
over.
phase, which forces our Wisp into an uncomfortable position. But our Wisp is in warding and counter warding, which is really good. But at the same
Care.
time,
Agreed.
can't win with just one support.
Axe is right there.
Forward by bounds. Yes.
Baking Raven with the big real talk. Must have ran out of mana. Yeah, he didn't have mana. I clicked him.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
He didn't have mana because he actually chain lightninged me. If he didn't chain lightning me, he actually would have killed me, which is the saddest
We
thing.
ride.
Here, throwing the arrow, I do it because I landed, but even if it would have missed, it would have been the right decision to throw it, I think. You miss every arrow you don't throw.
Forward, pet. Stop. Rain down upon mine enemy.
Zeus is most likely going bottom. We need to do something about this, though. That's going to be really bad if they get
As
2
you
towers in
will.
the 8-minute mark in a pub game. If anything, I would just TP someone,
On
and then
the
we can try to
prowl.
kill them.
Saving
They don't have a
bits
ward
for
bottom, I
later.
don't think. I'm probably wrong, but
To the
if
battle.
I say that, then people will pretend that they don't. Go.
I'm coming. Go.
This won't hit. It's a bad angle. Oh my god, it hit!
Stop.
That was a really bad angle, though. We won't get him. We won't get. Oh no, we're gonna get him. We're gonna get him.
Stop.
Did you really need to do that then? What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? Like, why then? Like, I just chased that guy for an hour.
Is there a ward in your bottom that I can de-ward?
I don't think that they do, because I think they would have backed up if they had a ward.
Okay.
They may just be full retard, though.
If I had him top, I didn't know.
Evil curse.
It's been good, though.
Most farmed person in the game.
Forward by
Suck.
bounds.
You should be moving around the map more.
Like him.
You may be the most farmed in the game, Lich, but you're playing pretty shitty.
I'm playing the best. You know.
There's 2, be
Breaking the
careful.
fuck out of this axe.
I think I'm dead.
Since you command.
Oh, I didn't get the arrow off.
Stop. Take me.
Like, that's, like, dude, I don't know what you're farming for, but in the last 3 minutes you farmed a fucking bracer, which is not only poor farming, but it's also stupid,
Fuck yeah.
because you've done
Tower
nothing.
is under attack.
Jesus Christ.
I've done everything. You're just new. You don't understand next level tactics.
But you're not moving around the map. Like, I should not have been the one who had to come bottom to defend the tower.
Your
It should
top
be you.
tower is under
And
attack.
45 seconds from now, it needs to be you again, Lich. You need to be moving in, not auto-attacking. Holy shit, that was good.
I'm moving.
Like, you need to TP there because you
Oh,
have an
yeah.
ult. And I don't want to be the one to TP to that because it's going to be a long time where I don't farm.
Good
You
idea.
see, if I do TP there, I will not have enough mana to ult. I don't
I can
think.
teleport us there.
You can eat a
when
creep.
Get close, me and it.
Let's do it, dog. Fuck that shit.
Just TP in behind them and then get an ult Lich.
Scatter while you
Creep down.
stop.
The enemy shouldn't be able to win a fight or get that tower.
Upon mine enemy.
Coming, dog.
Good idea.
I have to go there now.
You didn't latch on to me, dog.
Yeah, I did. What the fuck?
I don't think you are.
What does he have?
I did.
I
Jesus,
thought I
he's
had it
fucked.
lashed. Okay, fuck.
He's lost the jungle.
We ride.
Then again, he was put up against like an
That
axe.
was ridiculous.
Do you want to? Can we defend this? Like, if we lose this tower, we're going to be really tangibly behind. We have a fortify, and we have 5 players that are alive, so it would be very stupid for us to just sacrifice the tower. If you look,
Forward,
they
Pet.
realize they can't take it. We need to not let them take it.
Forward by
I don't know why I'm
bounds.
the only one defending this. Like, we have a Lich with everything in TPs. I mean, like, they've probably
you
got...
have a
calm the
TP,
fuck
but they're
down
not-
because
they're
all
not
Well, I
they're
shouldn't
not
calm the
there
fuck
now.
down, because if you're playing like shit and you make a mistake, then if I don't say something, you're going to continue to sit there farming up fucking
Fair
bracers
warning,
while defending
your
towers,
death
which
has
is going to be pretty
arrived.
sad because of Marana.
Stop.
See, there's a
Somebody
big
from top.
difference between
Farming
farming
bracers?
up braces and stopping Wind Rider while getting axed out of the jungle.
My bad. I didn't realize all the stuff
It's
you're
not like
doing.
I'm there static farming.
There's a rune top. One of you should
We
grab it.
calm the fuck down, Mr. Big Farm.
Agreed.
My farm is actually shit.
Stop. Regeneration.
Yeah, that's how I was mocking you.
Care.
As you will.
Okay, I shouldn't have moved around the map this much.
What?
That won't hit, but it's worth throwing.
Of course.
Oh, I didn't even get that. Now I die. Oh god, that was fucked. They'll get me too. I can't get away because I'm being snared, and there's a Zeus and there's an axe, so I die automatically. Jesus. But it was still worth throwing the arrow. Arrows like that are the ones that a lot of people won't throw on stream because, like, if you miss it, you look bad. But at the same time, it's still worth throwing that arrow. This Lich is really fucking annoying me, though, because he's playing like shit. Even if it looks like he's doing stuff, he hasn't moved around the map enough, which is fucking annoying. I hate games like this, though, because I know what we have to do to win. But the Lycan has become irrelevant because of an axe, which is sad as fuck, because it's 13 minutes in and all he has is brown boots and a fucking Vlad's recipe. We've lost 2 towers bottom to an Alchemist Venomancer lane, which is sad as shit. And no one has anything. I'm also horribly underfarmed, so I'm irrelevant this game, so I don't know what to do. Well, actually, I do know what to do. I have to continue to participate in fights and hope that we win one, which is fucked because we're not going to win any of these fights, and we haven't been winning them, so...
Since you command it. Start! Run like the dogs you are.
See, like this? This is not okay, because I don't know where the enemies are, because I have no vision
Oh,
on
you
the map.
fucking stupid? I just fucking killed somebody, and you're pinging me. I don't understand.
On mine enemy. They should have run while they had that chance.
What do you... This arrow won't hit at all either, but again, it's worth throwing. If you look, it almost hits. Without a setup stun, arrows are going to be hard to land, and this is a game with literally 0 setup stuns, so it's an awful game for a Mirana. But I have to continue to throw out prodding arrows, so to say. Like, I have to throw out arrows that I know probably won't hit, on the premise that if they do hit, they pay off very heavily.
This will come in handy.
Just keep your wolves on him, he should be dead. If that guy doesn't die, then this guy's right there. But yeah.
Axe is behind you.
I need to think more about my Mirana pick, though, because now that I think about it, it was an awful game for Mirana, though, because there's no setup stuns. There isn't a single setup stun. Holy shit, this would be like playing an Exhort Invoker game.
Yes. Forward by bound.
Should not have picked Mirana.
Start.
Yeah, no. Well, I have to throw out arrows that, like in fights like that one mid, I still have to throw out the arrow. It's just that the likelihood of it hitting is low because it's contingent on the enemies making a mistake.
As you will it. Start.
I have 30 seconds on my CP. Can try to go bottom route.
Are fortified.
Forward, pet.
That's a level 10 Alk. That Alk has a Radiance. Damn. But he doesn't have a, like a thing, like a
On
Vanguard.
the prowl.
This is an awful game for me, though. I have no farm. I also don't have a lot of room on the map to farm.
I can kill this, but...
It's a pretty normal timed Radiance dude, to be honest, and he was in the free farm lane. Like, it's the fact of the matter is he doesn't have a Vanguard, so it's not as good as you'd think.
Your middle tower is under attack. Your top tower is under attack.
Agreed.
Why'd he run that way? There's no reason to run that
I
way.
have no mana.
There's no reason for him to have ran that way.
Since you command.
Your top
Not even-
tower has fallen.
Not even upset. I don't even feel bad about missing
Good
that arrow.
idea.
Because there's no reason for him to have ran that way. I could have used my ult to avoid the damage from his ult. While his thing still technically hits you, it doesn't inflict damage if you're invisible. But this game is a joke. But I think we're gonna win. Is there any reason to run that way except dodging that arrow? No.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It tethered you, but it didn't stun him. That was weird.
It wasn't as though he was like expecting the arrow. It was just really weird, but it paid off for him despite it being a bad decision. This Lycan's farm is fucking awful, though. I mean, he obviously got fucked with pretty hard early game. My farm is awful, but so is this guy's, and that's gonna hurt because that guy has been left alone ever since the 5-minute mark, maybe. What's up, dude? What'd you get? McDonald's?
To it.
You're all good, bro. I'm gonna continue to play video games, though. I'm streaming right now.
You're not gonna tell me?
Leap forward.
Do it.
You're not gonna help me?
Help you with what? Eating?
How do I smell?
All good, bro.
Really?
Start.
You're fine, dude. Don't worry
I
about it.
swear?
Yeah, dude. It's all good.
Of course.
What'd you get, though? Did you get, like, McChicken? Chicken nuggets?
Yeah, I'll come back for them in like that's it.
Alright, cool.
Since you command.
I better eat food while I feed.
Is under
Alright, good,
attack.
he's gone. But yeah, this is going to be a really bad game though, because I don't like being in this position, and what I should be doing is I should abandon the thought that I'm going to carry this game, because with this shit farm, I won't be carrying anything. So what I need to do is I need to participate in as many team fights as possible, because again, I won't be relevant as like a late game carry, because I'm so under farmed. So Like, if anything, I should demonstrate trying to salvage. Because in the early game, at least I moved around and made myself a part of fights. Although every single fight I was a part of was a failure, which sucks, but it's the truth. I haven't been a part of any successful team fights. Like, don't push out bottom, dude. You should let me farm that in like 5 seconds while you participate in the fight mid, if there is one.
There's one.
Forward, pet.
They're pushing mid again.
In theory, I could try to get free farm and come back into the game, but I would need like 4 minutes of it, because I can't clear jungle effectively. Let's go ape shit mod. So many lightning bolts mod means nothing in this stream. This is a weird angle arrow, but it will probably hit. Yeah, it hit, but it's unimpactful because we've lost the fight already, basically. We have 0 towers, which won't exactly help me to get back into the game. Because if you're underfarmed, or you're playing support, who is inherently underfarmed, then towers mean that much more. Oh, why? Hello, Mr. Anal Pounder, 420. At least I got over the hill, but... Invisible Zeus. This game is over, though. I really don't think we can win, because our Lycan is doing just as shitty as I am, despite not really being pressured. Quap has a lot of kills, but it's important to separate having a lot of kills or a high KDR from having farm. Our Quap is underfarmed as fuck, and that ult hit one person. Went right between 2. He's dead now, though. But we can't... The fact of the matter is we can't take a fight from the enemies, and I can't see us taking a fight from them anytime in the next 5 minutes. The only way that we could win this game is if the enemies lost a critical team fight, which they won't. But if the enemies lose a critical team fight sometime in the next, like, 5 minutes, maybe? Or not next 5 minutes. It would realistically be, like, the next 3 minutes while they're pushing a tier 3 and come back. But the enemies have pushed us really hard, but they're not getting underfarmed or underleveled by doing so, so...
Leap forward. Good idea. Stones, rain down upon mine enemy. Good idea. Ha! Stones! To the battle.
I have to go for a bracer. Normally I wouldn't go for a bracer. I would go right for like a manta or something. But this game, my farm is so shit. Like I should probably... If this were different conditions, Mirana's a hero who your farm can vary depending on the game, just due to how the hero works. You would... Holy shit, now all of the viewers come. But... I never want to play a game like this again, really. Our lanes were pretty failed inherently. Like, the whole condition of top was disgustingly bad. Like, the fact that our Lycan was level 1, 7 minutes in the game sucks. But on top of that, like, he was getting under-leveled, and it was costing me my lane. Obviously, it wasn't his fault that it was costing the lane. That was just how the lanes ended up working out. I mean, with the Axe fucking with the Lycan, like what he did, that was really effective. It was more effective than it should have been, unfortunately, but...
As you will it. On the prowl.
But yeah. Because he won't come back into this game. Like, the Lycan is fucked. And I'm fucked too. Because how the lanes play out.
Stop.
Also, I wasn't able to recover mid-game, which is pretty bad for me. This won't hit because he's going to run the other way. That was just a bad arrow by all measures. There's nothing good about that arrow. And like now is a time where I really wish I still had arrow.
We ride.
He's an alti. Well, the alchemist got free farm, but that wasn't anyone's fault. That was just, again, that was just how the lanes played out. But it was a very unfavorable way for the lanes to play out. I would never want to be in a condition where, because Alchemist getting free farm is really the only time where Alchemist is relevant these days, so.
Stop. Yes. Since you command it.
Ow, I ran into that one.
Yes. Stop. Agreed.
Arrow creep. I actually did have to arrow for that, though. I would not have been able to get them all if I didn't.
To the battle.
I think that might save one person. I was just looking at the mini-map there and decided to ult.
Your top tower
I
is
figured it
under
might have saved
attack.
someone. But getting caught out of the base like that could equal racks. Luckily, they're a low enough level that it
Your
won't
middle tower is under
immediately
attack.
mean that we get racks, but we'll probably
Your
still
top
get racks
tower
because of
is
it.
under attack.
It's still worth throwing that arrow,
Spoil that shot.
even if it didn't hit anyone.
As you will it.
Your top tower has fallen.
Stop. Bring down
Shut it,
on
shoot.
mine enemy.
I don't know if you're watching chat, but people are getting timed out pretty often.
Yeah, I'll
Forward,
just remove
pet.
Zod's mod for now, and then I'll check to see who it is later.
On the prowl. Stop.
I'm inclined to believe that that is you, Zod, because I'm pretty bad about banning,
On track.
but... And if you got banned, I'll clear the ban list later, and then I'll see who is doing all the banning. At some point I'll just remove every mod, but I feel like I should give advance warning before I do that. This is an awkward position too, because there's nowhere on the map that I can have free reign over. I should throw out an arrow though, not believing that it will hit, but knowing that if it does hit, it can pay out.
Forward by
I
bounds.
should be throwing out an arrow. There's just no point in not throwing out an arrow. That was just an awful arrow though, because like there was no one that had an 80% chance of standing anywhere near that location.
Good idea.
Because the only one that could have potentially hit was Zeus, and that, like, honestly, that was just a really bad thrown arrow. I could have a buyout at this point, but if I die, I'll probably be the last to die anyways, so I'll just build towards the Manta. But it's so late that it's irrelevant.
Just let him die.
At the same time, I'm the most farmed on my team. This Lycan's in a weird spot. Oh, he has
Good idea.
arcanes. Well, it's interesting build when you're under farm.
Forward. Stop. Bring down. Oh. Yes.
Yeah, but this game is looking to be pretty
Your
over.
middle tower is
We have to
under
defend
attack.
mid? Dude, what are you doing? Seriously?
Forward by bounds.
I don't know if that guy's trolling or
Your
seriously
middle
trying,
tower
but he should
is
be
under
here.
attack.
Really, creep?
Radiant structures are fortified.
Stop. Ally. To the battle. As you will it.
Hey, arrow, that was a pretty shitty arrow. I should have realized the creep was going to walk up. This is the conditions I was talking about, where if we're going to make a comeback, it would be under these type of conditions. That was actually really nice. But I still don't think we're going to. But if we were going to make a comeback, it would be under conditions similar to this. But
On
this
the
would be a
prowl.
hard game for the enemies to throw.
Stop. Scatter while you can.
Fuck, how'd I miss that?
Leap forward.
Yes! Fuck you, bitch.
Of course.
You totally just saved him.
Ah, damn it.
Oops.
Oh, what am I doing?
Holy shit, that guy's going deep as fuck.
Cower before us. Stop.
What? Oh, there it is. Okay.
I really thought he would go towards the right there. But either way, if that arrow hit him, it would have been kind of insignificant. Can you mana boost for me? Can you mana boost? Can you arcane? Can you arcane? Can you arcane? Arcane? Arcane so I don't fucking die?
On track.
Alright, well, fuck this guy.
What are you looking at right here? Uh oh, Lycan has 1200. Hold on.
Wouldn't ban these out. That was big. You should have arcaned me. I would not have had to TP away.
Good idea. Agreed.
Your middle
This will
tower
hit
is
probably
under
because I
attack.
don't think they
Your
can
middle
loading them.
tower has
But
fallen.
at the same time, it's so weak that I don't even have the kill potential to monopolize on it. I can just push them away by doing it.
Forward by bounds.
We have to try something. Do you have an ult?
Run like the dogs you are.
Wouldn't really bounce.
Yeah, I know. We have to clear the next creep wave quickly, so Quap will have to scream it, and then we'll have to see if we can force a fight. Here, I'm just gonna ult. Get ready to go. Just go. Just go. Just go as soon as we fade. Go.
As you will it. Stop. Rings down.
You get an ult? Did you really not get an ult off glitch?
On the prowl.
No mana.
Should probably account for that. You have a wand, dude.
You said go, go, go,
You have a
go,
wand.
go, go.
You have a wand. What are you doing?
Oh shit, I do.
You should wand and ult. You should wand and ult because you're dead.
Fuck that.
I am frost free.
I'll be loose. The wanded. The way could you win if everyone on the team destroys their items? Maybe.
Your middle
Oh, this is
barracks
fucking
are under
retarded.
attack.
Lycan's pretty fucking retarded too.
Cringe you curse.
Wisp played pretty well, so did Quap, so.
Your middle barracks has fallen.
I can throw out an arrow here, and even if it hits a target, unless it's Venom, it won't matter. So like that, doesn't matter.
To the battle.
You should have ulted anyway, so you can't make an argument for not using your wand and ulting other than the fact that you forgot your wand. Even if it would not have killed him, it would have been the best ult we could have gotten because there were no creeps around.
3 o'clock in the morning.
Your bottom
Leap
tower has
forward.
fallen.
But I don't think it would have saved the game.
Here's the same as
To
there.
command.
How did that hit? 32 arrow.
Comes in
On track.
Nice aura.
Axe is all the reinforcement this army needs.
What's happening right now?
Wait, we might be able to get blue?
Good idea.
Oh, that's an axe. What are people's levels? Holy shit,
Fuck
as
with
low
that,
as
bro.
mine.
Of course.
Quap has played generally well, though. So is like Wisp. Like,
Rings down.
people make
on
mistakes,
mine
but I'm pretty
enemy.
happy with how this guy's played Wisp. I'd like to see him play like
As
a
you
Crystal
will.
Maiden or a Venomancer, though, because it seems like he knows what he's doing in regards to moving around the map, but his hero is suboptimal for doing so. Because Wisp is more of a strong lane hero, but due to how Lycan was pressured, he wasn't able to actually lane. Like, there's no way we're gonna kill this
Oh my god,
out.
he's stupid, man. Oh my god. No.
Got the creep.
Oh my god, no, why?
Forward by bounds.
Also, if you go for Arcane Boots on Lycan, which is pretty bad, and all you have is a Vlad's,
Don't worry,
then you
the
essentially have the same items
Oh,
31
dude.
minutes into the game that you could have 7 minutes in.
To the
maybe.
battle.
So he's like 27 minutes late on his farm or something. I don't know. Pretty bad math, but
Your
still.
top tower is under
Leap
attack.
forward.
Your middle tower is
Forward.
under
Yeah,
attack.
there's no way we can win this game though. It's like the one that always plays Last Track. His Last Track isn't bad.
Good idea. Stars.
I don't know what to. I'm so scared.
Oh, this is gonna be awkward as fuck.
I'll protect you by looking.
You fought
Come like it, let's go. Up here.
Ride.
Oh, you're running away from him right now.
On track. Starfall.
That'd be great if I actually had a man to play the game.
Let me see if we can kill him. Or not.
On the prowl.
Douchey dude, I stream at 1080p and then Twitch
Oh, no,
rebroadcast
no.
at the other resolutions. I debated turning it down because I lost the resolution on this because I don't professional. This is probably the most relevant Alchemist I think I've ever seen.
Could have daggered him, I hate you.
Get to motherfucker. You too.
Stars. Since you
That won't
command.
hit, but it's worth throwing because I have to go back to the pool anyways.
Forward, pet. We ride.
You get one tower yet? Yeah. Usually the strength of Lycan is his ability to take out
On the prowl.
their furthest out towers, their tier 1s, but this Lycan's been having a pretty rough game.
Good idea.
Surprised he's the highest level, but does he have the most deaths? Yeah, that's pretty sad considering he's one of the most survivable heroes in the team. Look at that, that's the next level Lycan.
Bring down upon mine enemy.
Next level mana boost Lycan. He actually had a really long time to free farm, in all honesty though, after he was pressured by Axe early.
Leap forward.
So it's unfortunate that he's failed so badly at farming.
Yes.
And as I say that, I missed 3 really easy last hits, but
Good idea.
glance in the chat, motherfuckers. You hear the sound like what's funny?
Yes.
That won't hit, but it's worth throwing. That was just poorly aimed. That actually could have hit if I aimed it better.
Your bottom barracks has fallen.
Just get him. We don't care about their axe. We just have to put this motherfucker.
Your bottom barracks has fallen.
Oh yeah. All right, let's get this. Let's get this tier 1 now, Rob.
To the battle.
Oh yeah. Let's. Oh well, that's Alchemist. Let's get out of here, Wisp. We've done all we can, dude.
Oh, that's bad as fuck.
Alchemist is the raid boss. Standard 34-minute Manta. I like getting ass raped. The sad thing though is I feel like I'm farming better than. Well, that's annoying.
Oh,
Explicitly asked this guy not to throw, but
forward
that's
by
the next
bounds.
level Lycan.
Your top tower is under attack.
Oh, where do you blink? Oh, cute.
Dire structures are fortified. Your middle tower is under attack.
Be lame.
No shit.
Good idea.
I'm up. Let's do this.
We ride.
How'd I miss a thing there? Holy fuck. It's like you almost have to try to miss a thing from that angle.
Fight the red boss. Don't fight the red boss. Why would you walk back in?
Holy shit, we can't kite the raid boss for shit.
Your middle tower
Yeah, but the game is completely over.
Fighting the red boss actually means standing.
At this point, the enemies are just fucking around.
In his aggro range.
Like the dogs you are.
Don't worry about it. You just don't understand top level tier play Dota.
Scatter while you can.
Alchemy is the future.
Stun.
Let's go to mana boot Lycan. Yeah, I think I'd take 5 though in case Lycan over mana boot Lycan.
Fight the red boss.
Good idea. Forward, pet. As you will. Fair warning. Your death has arrived.
Oh no, kill the creep so I don't. Doesn't work like that, does it?
I can see if I can land an arrow somewhere, but I probably won't be able to without a setup.
On track.
I'll slow him and you kill him.
Huge 1 second arrow.
Good arrow. Run away now.
As you will. Then.
He's gonna stun
Alright,
himself.
here we go. He'll be stunned and we can kill him.
Kill him! Alright, this won't work, but I guess use everything you got, boys! We can do it! Kill the raid boss before we lose. Stick to him, stick to him.
Your top tower is under attack.
Agreed. Good idea.
Your middle tower is under attack. Your top tower is under attack. Your top tower has fallen. I love your new pierce.
We ride.
It's important you win the moral
Your middle
victories.
tower is under attack.
Defend, guys. This is where I make the comeback.
No, bro, we got kill. We're a kill team. Get him. Get him. He's 4-staff. Don't worry, just keep chasing.
Yeah, all he has is 4-staff Blink Dagger. I'm sure he'll be easy
We'll
to
get him
catch.
eventually.
Is under attack.
Oh, and Ghost Scepter. I feel this being fruitful. Come on. That guy had to fuck up pretty hard. Don't worry about that, guys. The game is not about defending your ancient at its core.
Your ancient is under attack.
No, it's not. It's not worth it at all. You gotta get kills. That's what this game was invented on.
On track.
Rule34.data. That seems like a pretty good website. Sorry, I'm glancing at chat. I'm trying to win this great game. Trevor TP and just push forever, get a tower. Moral victory! I could get our first tower. That's true. Alk is bad, and he's a pretty bad farmer, but in a free farm lane, like I said before he got really farmed, that was like the only lane where he was actually relevant. The only game where he's a relevant hero is in like literally a free farm lane. Give me mana boots, bro. Did you go mana boots? Oh.
Good idea.
I guess you transitioned out of it.
Bring down mine enemy.
Here's the plan. Here's the plan.
I'm gonna say fuck buybacks, and I'm just gonna get cool stuff. Never mind, the courier will die before I get cool shit.
Haste.
My brother, there's his up buddy. Carol's world's best Huskar.
Oh my god.
Your top
Really?
barracks are under attack.
That would have killed him too. Oh well.
Good idea.
Rough. I think it's time we just watch the world burn. Oh, you wanna go this route? Okay.
Your top barracks are under attack.
Bring down mine enemy. To the back.
God damn
Could
it.
be worse. Oh, wait, no, it couldn't.
Radiant victory.
Hey mods. Probably shouldn't ban everyone. I'll end up removing everyone's mod one day though. But the more I think about it, the more it makes sense with like my policies in regards to banning that just no one be mod. I guess going full Jew with 5 minuses. Yeah. Well, it's pretty throw tier, to be fair. He had a lot of time to free farm. Obviously, Lycan got fucked in the first 5 minutes of the game. But, holy fucking treasure chest. Like, Lycan obviously got fucked in the first 5 minutes of the game, but he did a pretty shit job recovering, although he was handed a situation in which he was in a recoverable spot, so to say. Like, I don't know. But then he just went full on troll mode, which is pretty annoying. My farm that game was garbage, and I kind of tried to salvage it, but I was unable to. I mean, some games you just get thrown into a position that you can't do anything. What do you invite Natalie? I probably will. I mean, a lot of people come in and they comment on the viewer to mod ratio, which is totally valid. At the same time, moderate in the stream means absolutely fucking nothing, but it feels like there's an implication. I'm gonna launch Skype. Doesn't look like Ruff and what's his face are in Skype.
What's up?
Hello, good sir.
That was terrible.
I think that most of the game came down to the way that we set up the lanes was just poor overall, because we basically put our Queen of Pain in an unwinnable lane, where the trade-off was that Alchemist got free farm, and really the only time that that shit here was ever relevant is when he has free farm. And then our top lane, basically, you were forced to move around to account for a Lycan that was getting fucked up by an Axe. So the Axe was getting farm and levels, where our Lycan was level 1 5 minutes into the game. And then the trade-off was that I get put into a lane that I'm supposed to lose slightly, which obviously, if I'm in a lane that I'm losing slightly, you may as well just end the game. No, just kidding.
I don't think that had anything to do with it. It was just the way people played.
Yeah, that was part of it too. I mean,
Well, I like your.
well, the lanes were
example
horrible,
better.
but yeah, I like to believe.
Yeah.
But that could have.
Your reason's a lot better. Makes us look better.
Yeah.
It was set up against us. We couldn't help
But really,
it.
though, people didn't play well, but the lanes were really bad. Like, I hate being put in situations, because obviously pubs are bad players by and large. So it's like if you put a Faceless Void in a lane that's hard, he will fuck it up. But if you put a Faceless Void in a lane that's free farm, then you'll put him in a position where he's able to, like, even the worst. A better way to put it would be that if you put a shitty player in certain situations, they're able to succeed. So we put. Like, I don't know if that Alchemist was good or bad, but it's irrelevant because he was in something that was so easy that no matter how good or bad he was going to succeed. So
That was a very close game. I liked that game. Everything about it made me happy.
I hate dewarding and then things go like that.
I was listening. I'll Make a Man Out of You from the soundtrack on Mulan, and I had that shit on repeat for about 40 minutes. I liked it. I liked it a lot. The next game, I'm gonna decide what other Disney song I will listen to.
So, what do you guys' Asian names mean? Mine is Captain America.
Mine means anxiety. Surprise. It's not that much of a stretch. But mine's Japanese. Yours is Chinese, I think. Like
I don't know what Ruff's is though. What the fuck is this?
What is this?
That's too good. I don't even know what
This is
those symbols
definitely
are.
the same game.
I'm really what is that? Mango?
I just put mine in the fridge or some shit.
It is purple mango in
watch them
Japanese.
Like, no, seriously, I've never seen. Like, that looks like a circle, and then that is like a nail that was bent backwards. I don't know what the other thing is. The other guy looks like a guy with glasses. That looks like a tree in the middle of a road. I don't. Like, you can pretty much classify everything. Bonnie is simplified Chinese, and then Japanese. I'm Korean. But I don't know what that is.
Calm down, bruh.
That's right,
No.
Chillax, bruh.
Mad. What is
Get the
that?
chicken nuggets out of my room, dude. I mean, you really gonna make me sit here? Dude, you got like 100 chicken nuggets, dude. What the fuck? Oh my god! Holy
America,
shit!
fuck yeah.
No, wait the fuck, dude! Oh my god! Holy
100 chicken nuggets, no dipping sauce.
No, he actually got he actually got 5 20-packs of chicken nuggets.
How fat is your brother, if I may ask?
Not fat at all, dude. I think he's high as fuck, though. Oh my god. And he only got 3 barbecues? Jesus Christ, he went full retard.
That's not even.
Listen to this. This is a bag of 100 goddamn chicken nuggets. Okay, dudes, if you clear the chat, I'll just start fucking executing moderators one by one until the problem is solved. There aren't that many. Okay, there are a lot, but...
It's like 100 mods. He wants everybody to be responsible. Good luck.
I'd have to eat like 33 chicken nuggets per barbecue sauce thing to use these.
Did you seriously only get 3?
Yeah, dude, he's got 3. And he just left the bag with me, man. I'm streaming and I literally just ate, man. Like, Jesus fucking Christ.
He drops like a grocery bag of chicken nuggets with 3 sauces.
Yeah. Also, I can't play a fucking hero without setup stuns. Jesus Christ.
What are you gonna play?
I don't know. Probably a hero that I enjoy that farms innately well.
Please
Even if it's
don't
not a hero,
Lana.
even if it's like Luna that I don't enjoy, I could play it because she farms really well and it's
Okay,
impossible.
here's how we're gonna win this game. We will all random, and then with the random starting gold,
Please
we will
don't.
all go mid.
Please no.
And when that happens,
Hey Ruff, we're gonna run the
Yeah, we got
Chaos
1,
Knight AA lane.
2.
It's scary.
Just
Okay,
pick the
you just
numbers.
got a
Silence
shit hero
it. 3.
dorks.
Let's go.
Ruff
Keep the ball
isn't
rolling.
even in the Skype chat.
Okay, I'm gonna tell him.
He hears us through telepathy. It's okay. Ooh, Chaos Knight. That sounds good.
Yeah, I can go Chaos Knight. Oh wait, no,
Oh,
you
you're
can put, no, no,
picking-
no, no, you can actually play Chaos Knight. That's fine. Then I can lane with Mango. But I'm gonna put you in the shittier lane because I'm the streamer or whatever.
Falcon mid.
I don't really want Chaos Knight.
Okay, I can Chaos Knight if you want. I prefer to play a greedier farmer though. Chaos Knight is not the best innate farmer.
What's left after that then?
10 seconds
What
remaining.
I
do
don't
we
know.
need
I would
to
honestly just pick a Chaos Knight if I were you. Then I can pick something else. Like I'm gonna be honest. I just want to play Morphling, man.
Fuck it.
All right. I think I'm like 6-0 on Morphling. Gotta keep those performance bars up, bros. I believe. Also, I'm not comfortable trying to outcarry a Phantom Assassin as a Chaos Knight. Truth.
Put
Oh
Soul
god.
mid up.
Oh, never mind.
Phantom
do
Assassin
this.
is just better at farming. And I heard everyone likes to watch Morphling over and over and over.
It's amazing.
The day I lose on Morphling on this account will be pretty sad. I used to be like 14-2 on the main account, but I guess I'm 6-0, not 5-0. But it'll happen though, and it'll be a really, really